Shenanigans on that thing, I'm the MJG, pimp tight. Put it to the flow, 5-0, swing her right in the peanut butter guts. It's a must. Drop it in the shop, take them out, wrap them up in a tent. Clear coast to make it shine. Make me circle through the neighborhood 55 times with my gas tank full. Drink a bull, fall up in the park, got the dog try to pull me a young stout woman, something pretty, nice round hips with them well-shaped titties as the sun goes down. I'm getting dirty, fall up in pressure work, get cleaned in a hurry in my 7-7 Chevy, ass tight, pull off cutting rubber, disappeared in the night in the got up, Chief and Hay with some Kool-Aid in my favorite cup. Comb my hair, get my grill right so I can feel tight. Heavy starch in my jeans and a fresh pair of nights as I strike out the door to my superb. Park by the curb, candy-coated bird. The sun got my candy looking good enough to eat. You can tell by the way the girls act across the street. Hit the horn, but no stalling. Keep ballin'. 4 o'clock Sunday, I gotta hit the mallin'. Fallin', full of them green trees. Hurry up so I can catch Martin Luther King. Fools all in the way with that Econo spray. Need to take a few classes, learn about molasses. Pressure got me beamed. I'm talking on the phone, telling Penny that's the way to do it, baby. Represent your home. It takes over me. So good, so good. Yeah. My candy-coated paper bring flavors to your mind. And in the summertime, it got the whole block blind. Some buster in the prime down, Pinto popping gang. Line saying he gon' go and get the same thing. If you ain't riding wood and leather, your ride ain't hitting. Or plain dashboard, crush velvet, got you itching 99, 95, 30-day paint jobs. Got niggas riding around looking like a junkyard. You need to put a check with a check with a check. Stack up on your grip, get your shit sprayed wet. See, most of these new paint jobs, they'll do. But if it ain't canon, then the job ain't true. It's reserved for them ballers who make that cheese. It ain't candy if it didn't cost a couple of G's. On your Jeep, your truck, your Chevy or your Lexus. Fifth wheel and the grill like them players do in Texas. My folks getting sideways in Vallejo. Ballers in Memphis slamming shouted Cadillac dough. Full of ink so blinked I could fly to a world where you have to roll candy or you die. Descending, my mind goes back into reality. To some, having candy paint is just a fantasy. Custom leather everywhere you look is wood grain. Big ball telling you it's all about the candy, man.
fuck with these niggas cause they shady. These bitches, they just wanna have my baby. Born in the 80s, crack baby. Damn. Mama, she was in the street, so guess who raised me? You motherfucking right, couldn't get it from my mama, so I got it off the block. Been working my whole life, but I ain't never punched the clock. 9 years old, I seen a nigga get shot. Damn. Niggas quick to run they mouth when they get jammed. Pussy ass nigga, tell it on his own sound. The same nigga that you break your neck for, be the same nigga that cross you out and wet you up. Supposed to be chasing money, but you chasing bitches. Real bosses don't talk, we just sit back and listen. Stack that paper up and then make boss moves. She like to argue, so I sent that bitch to law school. You keep it real with your dog no matter what. Same bitch that claim she love you, she'll set you up. Out here in these streets, it ain't no such thing as love. The only thing thing I trust is this pistol and these slugs. Real nigga shit, only when I do speak. If that nigga don't work, he a fucking leech. I ain't got shit for a nigga, ain't nothing in this motherfucking world free. Zay got the motherfucking bass thumping. Y'all got the motherfucking trap jumping. Doors to the trap open, now I said you something. Hell no, don't ask, I ain't frontin' nothing. I fucked your bitch and told her I'll see you around. Dog just skipped town with 200 out. Dog just pulled an 8 in a 2-liter pop. They say dog addicted to these streets just like his pops. Addicted to hustling, I can't stop. Won't stop, can't stop. Never hear me complain about what I ain't got. Cause if I want it, I'ma go get it. Yeah, free my nigga, yo, did it. Got paper route tatted on your whole titty. Same nigga you getting high with, he really your enemy. Every day niggas cross they partners out for Benjamin. Keep it real with your dog no matter what. Same bitch decline she love you, she'll set you up. Out here in these streets, it ain't no such thing as love. The only thing I trust is this pistol and these slugs. Real nigga shit, only when I do speak. If that nigga don't work, he a fucking leech. I ain't got shit for a nigga, ain't nothing in this motherfucking world free.
Ooh, crap. Can you hear me? Peace in the LBC. Peace in the LBC. What's up, M. Bernadette? Thank you for coming through. Melanated my mod in the house. I'm early this morning. It's 8:27 California time, Pacific Standard Time. So I decided to go live and stuff because, you know, I have been healing from whatever this is. They try to say it's pneumonia, but they like give you a chest x-ray and they'll say there's a mild this, that, another, and they'll give you antibiotics for that situation. They're not certain if that's the case, but they do see something on a chest x-ray. And there's been like this I don't know, super flu going around too. So there's that. Okay. But yes, I'm recovering. Hey, why Tiana, peace, Saida Mods in chat. Peace in the LBC. Nice to meet you. I think you've been over here before, but I'm not certain. But welcome, because I can't recall. Fucking, I can't. Hey, my boo, peace in the LBC. Good morning. Hey, Tay Bay, peace in the LBC. Good morning. So look, this morning, hey, my mom's in the house, Sister Jackie Gaines. Okay, we all here. So let's get down to it, right? Because you know what I'm saying, these are the type of lives I like. You know, we just kicking it, right? So check this out. Oh my God, I was just on top of Reed went live this morning, right? And she was talking about stop explaining yourself. Now, from the title right then and there, I knew she was talking about me, right? Hey, what's up, Shakim? What's up with you? Are you going live? What you coming in with the eyes for? Spooking me. Something went down, or just listening in general. So, Shakim Ra, Temple of Dindara. What's going on with you? So, anyways, from the title, I knew right then and there that she was speaking on me, right? And I wasn't apprehensive or nothing like that because I listen to Reed, and like I said, and I have said to people in the past, anytime, nope, but I'll hang out with you. Oh, okay. So you're not gonna go live? You should hit the live button. But anyways, I don't normally listen to people when they do lives on me, but I didn't feel no type of way when it came to Reed because there's certain people I don't mind listening to, or because I feel like they'll be fair, to be whatever, right? Or it's just maybe the way how they present things is, I feel like it's reasonable, right? And so Reed would be one of them. Max is another. You know what I'm saying? If it was to be anybody, it'd probably be Max, and then Reed will come second, right? I can't think of too many other people. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. But follow me. But from the title, I knew, I was like, oh, this must be about me. So I'm like, okay, so let me just listen in. And so she basically was saying, that what happened over there at Room Shakers was more of like an interrogation, right? So I don't ever take things a certain way with people, like especially if I've had engagements with you and I don't particularly dislike you. I will just let it be as what you present, right? If you say that this is not the way it is, okay, like, it ain't that way, so let's just go there, right? Because I'm not scared of having a conversation with you. I'm not scared of your thought process of me. You probably might be more affected by my thought process of you if I was to just bring it out there like that, right? But in the whole time, if I'm having a conversation with you, I'll make it easy like Sunday morning, and I will more than likely make you feel like you're more in control than I am. Because the whole time I'm gauging you. I'm really assessing you. I keep telling people that, but I don't think a lot of times they understand that they're under assessment in that moment by me. You know what I'm saying? And this is a one-on-one up close. It's kind of like being in a goddamn wilderness or something on a safari, and you then came up a close up on an elephant or something or a giraffe, and they're like, shh, because it's real close. We don't want to scare the giraffe. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to scare, but see how they are in their element, that type of shit. That's right. So, but anyways, when Reed was over there and she was talking her talk and she was saying that it was more like an interrogation, I wasn't surprised to hear that from her. I really wasn't. I'm not surprised to hear that from too many people to say that it was an interrogation of sorts, because it was to an extent, right? And it was a pressing of, and also an account of whatever Shakim has done or whatever the case may be, and then for me to take accountability for his actions. Now, I can only speak one way or another, was to say, I agree or disagree, and then and then throughout the conversation, though, true enough, it became like, well, I'm biased towards my friends, or if there's a bias and it's okay to be biased and not, and like, and a lot of time, like, I love our people, but we have been so indoctrinated and programmed. It's bad business when after a motherfucker fuck you so bad they could just leave you to your own laurels, and you just start becoming a goddamn repeat copy of their asses. That's why I say, like, I look at these niggas as overseers in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? Let's be like, ooh. But anyway, so I did understand. Hey, Third Ward, peace in the LBC. I was understanding where Reed was coming from, right, when she said that, you know what I'm saying? And I was tickled. But I had spoke in her chat because, I dropped down and said hi. And then I also left a comment because there was a talking about, because she was speaking about how she saw that there's like most of the people that were primarily beef sector people were over there in Room Shakers chat, who hadn't never been over there, or some who don't really be there consistently, because there's those of us who be at Room Shakers a lot, right? But they came out in droves just to show that they are big time followers. She was like, all I seen was a pack of motherfuckers that were parts of cliques and crews and camps just following. Like, they just had to follow the yellow brick road, if you will, right? So I was like, yeah, what I'm saying? That's why I didn't read the chat like that. And even when Room Shaker was putting comments up, I didn't read the comments. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm engaging in my conversation. But I would agree with her. I have been saying this, that, it takes a lot of strength and knowing of thyself and not giving a fuck to stand up and say, I'm this way, or I feel this way, and I don't give a fuck. And so, but also to be able to be respectful, to listen to other people's opinions of your stance. You know what I'm saying? There's certain qualities that make of a leader, and there's certain qualities that make of a follower. It just is what it is. And, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you guys could read a book about it or whatever, so you can understand. Because I think some of you can't quite you can't, when you see it, you can't fucking see it for what it is, right? So maybe you need a book to give you descriptors, you know what I'm saying, of where you fall on the totem pole of fucking things. But I had dropped down in Reed's chat, and I was like, what did I say? I said something to the nature of, I don't give a fuck what these people think. I really don't care. And, continue to mow the lawn. And I was like, oh shit, I hope this is not taken the wrong way by Reed. I hope she doesn't feel like I'm being disrespectful towards her. Because I thought about it after I, typed it. But my intention is such as this. And I want to be very clear to Reed and saying this. It was not to disrespect her that I said that. I was saying that to say, let me see all the snakes. Because whenever you start talking to these people and they drop down with their comments and stuff and sincere this, that, knick-knack, paddywhack, whatever the fuck they on, right? That is a mowing of the lawn. So you get to see all the fucking garden snakes. All the things crawling in your grass. All the hissing things. And what and what lawn they didn't jump from this lawn to that lawn. So let's mow the fucking lawns. Mow the fucking lawns. Because I'd rather know that you feel a way about me. I'd rather know that you emotional and some other stuff and bent out of shape over some shit that I haven't done to you, nor to anybody else, than me being in chat and then I'd be like, hi, how are you? Because I'm very inviting to people, like I'm like, a person that just emojis and speak to everybody's stuff. And you bitches feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather leave you to your emotions. I'd rather leave you to sort out your emotional discontent or your emotional scenario about me to yourself. Because I feel like it's a very personal journey that you're embarking upon. I'm not on that personal journey with you. But I wanted to be clear that I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to Reed at all, because I like Reed and I got where she was coming from. And she was basically saying the same thing I've been saying, that all these motherfucking CCs are out here doing fuck shit left and right, doxing, and she got to saying, well, name your favorite CC. I could tell you what the fuck this motherfucker had did. And then some other interesting things had came up about, affiliations and stuff. And like a lot of times I'll hear about what somebody has done, whoever somebody's affiliate with it. But it doesn't just stay weighed on me like that. Certain things do. Like if I find out that you drinking pee from a nigga's dick, now that's gonna stay in my mind forever. Like, what, bitch? Like, really? But I'm aware that a lot of these people dox and stuff, but I forget about the history of certain things with certain people. And maybe because I like them. Like, so I like K-Fit, right? I don't dislike her. So it's like, I'm not gunning for her or trying to keep up with every fucking movement she has put down or whoever she's affiliated with. But it got brought up over at Reed's, you know what I'm saying, about these friendships that people have and crews that they be part of, and where there's a leader of a crew, right? And that leader is a doxer and has done some egregious stuff to people and stuff like that, and has been looked at certain ways. And so how dare you try to make this person be accountable for not only another grown person, but also be grilling that person about their alignment with another person when you're aligned with motherfuckers that do shit like that. I think she found it hypocritical, that it didn't make no sense that, that me and K-Fit were having that conversation, and because she took it from the place of that she was trying to grill me, right? And again, I want to say that in that moment, I didn't feel no way, and really don't feel no way now. But I am trying to tell you that a lot of times when I'm having conversations with people, I know if there's a bias there already, like towards you and your thought process towards me. And the only reason why I'm in that conversation with you for the most part is because I'm observing you up close and personal. And isn't it like, so if I'm having a conversation with a person, I'm definitely not going to I will always come from the place of letting you feel like you're handling me. A lot of times I allow for that to happen. Unless I have to stipulate something and be very firm and let one know that there'll be some repercussions to certain situations, right? That's something different. But I'll be very laid back with you, kick back with you in the conversation and everything. And all the time, I will let you feel like you have the power and that you're handling me. Because I'm observing you. I keep telling people I be in the plus and niggas be in the negative all the time. I'd rather be in the plus than the negative. And the only way I can be in that position is I make it a very relaxing environment and kick back and listen to you. And then watch whatever else goes down. Because all of that's going to tell the story. It'll all tell the story. But there's quite a few people watching. I didn't realize like this. Quite a few people watching the situation or catching the replay and whatever. And, it's like, Room Shaker, she gave a great live. Well, one thing I do know is that Room Shaker does give great lives. Like, I will never take that away from her. But if I never hit the link, I'm certain it still would have been a great live. But there's always factors. Something to ponder upon. True enough. Hey, Sosa Bomb, peace in the LBC. What's going on with you? Hey, only one Sosa. Good morning. It's a Cali morning. You know what I'm saying? We doing the damn thing. Hey, Petty Pendergrass, what's good, sincere? Good morning, Mons and chat. Okay, man, everything. It's a sunshiny day. Okay, it's a beautiful morning. It's that shit. And I woke up and Reed was live, and so I caught her live, and I am out here saying, like, I did drop down her chat and say something very matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Very matter of fact. Back from my break, I suggest everyone take a break. And I was hoping that I hope she didn't take it the wrong way, because she did read it and then she didn't really elaborate one way or another. It kind of, and I thought maybe it might be a little off-putting how I said it, but I wasn't thinking in the way of I was trying to be directing towards her. I'm saying in general, because there were people there who dropped down and said whatever they had to say or felt the way about or whatever the fuck. And that was just basically specifically for me to let motherfuckers know, like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care about what you think. But thank you for rearing your head. Thank you for rearing your head. And you know what I'm saying? And could you gather the rest of your snake ass friends so they can rear their head too? Hey, youngest, peace in the LBC. Peace in the LBC. It was something else I wanted to say. Not regarding to this, but it was something else I wanted to say. God dang. Oh, I want to say I am so glad this morning. If Young pops up, I am not letting Young on my fucking link today at all. Hey, Ron P, peace in the LBC. What's going on with you? You'll say, yeah, I'm trying to tell you, I want all the fucking snakes to rear their fucking head. All this, give me your self-righteous and fucking discriminating and give me your fucking haters. You know what I'm saying? And fucking motherfuckers who think they can tell me what to fucking do. I mean, bring them all the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? I want you all. Man, I hope you form a coalition and just have a whole entire live behind it and go over there and be disgruntled and shit. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget to fill out your form and submit it to me, and I'll look over it and see if you can have some compensation. You motherfuckers at work. Maybe I can help these niggas get off on workers' comp or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Irby Fatel, peace in the LBC. What's going on with you? But yeah, if Young bring his ass over here, and I know he enjoyed himself last night on my live and stuff, but if he brings his ass over here this morning, he tries to hit this link, I ain't fucking with him. Matter of fact, I haven't dropped the link, so that's good. But I'm not doing it because he get giggly and get to talking and shit, you know what I'm saying? And he be all over the place, and I'm very patient, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I just can't take it. Like this morning, I can't take that shit. You know what I'm saying? Herbs, you see my messages? Okay. This morning I can't take it from him. So you know what I'm saying? He gonna have to be on the back burner. But though I didn't mind his company yesterday. But if I'm trying to explain anything to you about dynamics and stuff, you probably should just listen because I know these dynamics, I know these areas, and I grew up and stomped around certain places, you know what I'm saying? And also I know the history of migrations and stuff to certain black people when it comes to California. And he just talking. But then I don't know, maybe my interface, I noticed even at Room Shakers, my interface wasn't the best. And it seemed like I was getting cut off, or there was just like this talking over a weirdness, you know what I'm saying? That's why I prefer to be on my fucking live. That's why I prefer to be, usually by myself, because there's none of that, weird interference. That's every time he hits the panel. I knew you were going to say that, melanated. It's like he just can't help himself. It's like these niggas cannot help themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I have the patience of Job, as you guys say. And I think I'm really going to just start, like I say this, and then I don't do it. But I just got to draw a line in the sand. Now, I definitely have decided I'm drawing a line in the sand to who can hit my link and who can have engagements with certain people. That shit is fucking over. I don't give a fuck how much you come like a in sheep clothing. You can get the bar and shit and acting like you're just the most innocent of innocence and stuff. I'm not gonna let you hit my link because I think niggas don't know how to control their emotional outburst, and they don't know how to be on good behavior or act in somebody else's house. And so a lot of these motherfuckers need some training, like how you would train a dog and shit like that, and get bopped on their nose and shit and some other fucking things. And, sit, don't move. I got to do them like that. So they're not going to be hitting my link. Sincere, did you sleep at all? Yeah, I did sleep. I mean, that's all I've been doing, Vibrant. That's like what you don't understand. I have been sleeping and eating, and it's only so much sleeping and eating and taking my medications, right? It's only so much of that shit that you can do. And after a while, you're going to get a burst of energy and you're going to just be like, not be like you were before. Matter of fact, I'm going to get my ass out this house today. That's really going to shock a motherfucker. So now you going outside? The fuck yes, yep, mm-hmm. I'm tired of this shit. I really, really am. Okay, Sincere. I don't mean to be fussy. I'm not trying to be fussy in saying that, but it's just like I got a lot of energy now. But when things balance off a certain way, I'll be okay. I'll be back on a certain schedule. But shoot, I had got so bored I started watching them reality TV shows and all weird ass shit, and I was like, oh my God. It got to that point. It's like I can't take this, But anyways, what was I saying? Oh, so yeah, my thing is that, if you want to come hit a link, I don't give a fuck if we cool or not, or seem like we cool. I'm just not going to let you. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Wendy Williams popped up one day on my link. Like, this is a far-fetched thing, but say she pops up on my link, Wendy Williams, right? And she's been on YouTube and she kind of like in her weirdness and stuff just like popped up on my link and it's really her fucking ass. Then all you bitches come down and now you want to hit a link. I will not let you up. Like, this is an example for you to fucking understand. That shit is over. So you only have a choice to be up in the skybox. You might get blasted in my fucking chat because some of my mods don't like you bitches. And you damn sure ain't gonna hit my link. So you won't be able to really engage. Because I gave you a chance to show yourself to be civilized and you acted like savages. Because I don't personally have to let no savages through my front door. The beast can stay outside. But the humans can come in. Those who know how to, conduct themselves. Sincere Side, I just don't want you to have a setback, especially since your age is 99 or so. 999,000 for facts. Okay? I've been stomping on this earth for a very, very long time. I ain't gonna have a setback. My ass should have been set back a long fucking time ago. Shit, when I was 120,000 years old. Fuck it, around that time, maybe. That was a long time to be stomping the earth then too. Like, god dang. Seems like it's a very forever journey. Like this shit been going on for fucking ever. You know what I mean? Hey, Room Shaker, peace in the LBC. I was talking about Reed's live, you know what I'm saying, and her perspective on situations and stuff, and I can understand where she's coming from. And it was very inquisitive, if you want, if you will, to some extent. But I really don't feel no type of way when it comes to K-Fit in a matter of me disliking her. But it's never remiss that these people belong to certain camps and roll with certain people. That's why I pointed out when I was there that, I'm saying, you guys have your behind the scenes communications and stuff like that. And that's where you guys conduct it. You will tell a person, so you say, X, Y, and Z, but it's family business. So it's going to be conducted behind the fucking scenes. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be, out of the side of the public, you know what I'm saying? And so therefore one won't be privy to what the fuck is being said, how stern you are with a person, or how understanding you are or not understanding with that person. Like none of that shit will be seen. At least not by me. But with me, everything's pretty much up front. There's no behind the scenes, nothing. It plays out on lives, and so then it could be scrutinized or understood or misunderstood or whatever the fuck you're gonna do with it, chopped and screwed, laughed at or empathized with or whatever emotional scenario comes to you, whatever thought process, but it's there for you to visually see. It's not behind the scenes. Got to be very clear in saying that so that we can understand that there's differences here. Very giant differences. Also, I'm very aware that dealing with certain people, things can always go left. And then normally when I get into it with somebody, I end up, getting into it with like an entire fleet of fucking people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it doesn't just be one motherfucker. It seems like one. And then it's like all these other fuckers tap themselves in because, you know what I'm saying? They are the Get Fresh crew. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And they get to doing that little dance and shit. It'll be choreographed and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey. They motherfuckers get down low when it come back up and shit, get the clapping hands and shit. I'll be like, hey. Oh, it should be choreographed like a motherfucker. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? Oh, let me stop because this shit made me laugh. I can't. Okay, wait, I missed somebody. Okay, my sister-in-law, brother, niece, and all are all sick and have been for 2 weeks. Flu, with one case turning into pneumonia. Oh wow. See, they in the thralls of it. Because I kind of been going through this for a moment, so I'm coming out on the back end. Is that J Star Moon? Peace in the LBC. Where are you? Okay, there you are. There you go. I'll put you on the Summer Jam screen. So yeah, it'd be very choreographed and shit, and they'd be going back there practicing and stuff, and they get to coming in with some new fucking moves, and motherfucker be like, damn, you didn't add another move to this bitch. It be all sequenced and shit, you know what I'm saying? Then they do the moves enough, other motherfuckers start picking up on the moves, and then it just become a whole goddamn musical and shit out here. I'd be like, ooh, damn. So, but I'm not doing none of that. Because usually that's how it goes with me. in regards to other people. It can't just be a one-on-one though. That's where I'll be coming from with it. It's like if it's going to be that. But I don't have no plans to be in those scenarios with nobody. I just plan to pay attention and let it be understood. Like as those feel like they understand me, right? Or they feel like they have came to an understanding. Like that shit made me laugh too. Because that motherfucker's like, we know you like Shakim. There's a bias. Well, it's okay to be biased. I was like, ah, dang. You know what I'm saying? That shit had me fucking laughing. I ain't gonna even lie. That shit was funny as fuck. But then when Goosey came up there and he came on that whole, we know you like Shakim, nigga. I ain't never said I didn't like him. So, like, what's the point of what you're saying? But the part that killed me, like, with Goosey was because I was saying, right, okay, now check this. Tell me if you guys can understand what I'm saying when I say this. Because I think this shit flew over this nigga's head. And I think he be pretty much catching everything. So I didn't understand how he didn't understand this, right? Hey, Kimberly Black. Good morning, Sincere and Chap. Keep talking. Help me finish Dustin. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking, but look, check this out. Now I say to Goosey, because he wants me to hear something, and I tell him I don't want to hear it. Well, can I ask you a question? No, Goosey. Why can't I ask you a question? Because I don't want to hear your question. No, thank you. Well, I'm going to tell you anyways. Now you're going to make me listen to the shit? Okay, fuck it. Force it upon me then. Okay, let's talk about it. But now you said it. Now I'm like, okay, I'm interested a little bit. So the Goosey ass gets to talking about some text messages or DMs that were supposedly fabricated regarding Shakim and Lemon, right? So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I've never heard that before. But just a few minutes ago, when I was in this particular live, they tried to bring up the fact that they feel like Shakim had doctored the flagging, communications, where Goosey says, oh, I don't believe that. He said, I believe those are real. I said, oh, you believe those are real? And he was like, yeah. And I said, okay. And I'm like, well, that's your opinion, and I'm not going to state how I feel one way or another. It's neither here nor there. And that's how I keep things very copacetic with motherfuckers and very like they don't know which way the wind blows with me. Because I do have a thought about it, a very firm thought about it. But you niggas don't know what the thought is because that's very fucking intentional. But that's neither here nor there, right? So I said, well, I'm just trying to say that, you guys are trying to say he has a history of X, Y, and Z. So I'm letting you know that this has been brought to my attention. If a person has a history of doing X, Y, and Z, you know what I'm saying? It stands to believe that it's a possibility of a thing occurring, right? Because history is it's an example. It's like a roadmap. So you can kind of understand what a person is capable of. But it doesn't necessarily mean every time a thing goes down that they actually did that, right? So I give an example of Hitler. Now follow me, y'all, and tell me, do you understand this? What I'm saying is the same thing I said to Goosey. I said, like, for example, say Hitler was alive right now. And, per his history and things he has done to Jewish people, say a Jewish person came up missing. And maybe Hitler was in proximity, right? I mean, do you think he's going to get blamed? Here goes Goosey. What? I don't get it. What does that mean? Like, he's kind of mumbling underneath his breath. And I'm thinking, that's interesting. You don't get that. Now, I'm going to repeat it. If Hitler was alive and say he was in proximity of some Jewish people and one of them came up missing, even a couple of them, I mean, do you think people will be looking at him? I mean, per his history. You know what I'm saying? Per the history of his actions and shit. Like, would he be the number one suspect? I mean, I think that's what would happen because people will be looking at the history of a person who's likely to do some fucked up shit like that or whatever. And so therefore you'll be like, this nigga did it, You used the Hitler comparison before. It's you look at this shit, like it like flew over his head. I was like, nigga, say what? I just had to ignore that shit. People will always believe what they want to believe, even when the evidence is placed directly in front of them. I started laughing to myself, but I had to ignore this nigga now. I was like, oh, this nigga, man, please don't do this one. I mean, don't get daft and dumb in this moment, because this is a very clear example. You know what I'm saying? Um, But so I had to come and be like, look, I'm trying to tell you, you're saying to me that he did X, Y, and Z, and somebody else brought some kind of, aspect of it, a speculation, if you will, whatever the fuck it may be. And you say this is the history of him, so you must know maybe some other encounters. And if that's the history of him, how he gets down, then shit, it stands that it's possibility that he did make a move like this, that, or other. You know what I'm saying? But then there's always the aspect of what if he didn't do it. So in the case of the Hitler analogy, like say he was alive and he actually wasn't the one that got them Jews, right? Them particular Jews. Let's just say 2 people came up missing. Or you busy looking over here and there's something going on over there. So like, does the your lust for that particular person because you hate them so much, is it gonna stop you from actually catching the serial killers or the serial killer, the real one? Like, does that one just go free? You know what I'm saying? That one gonna go free. So that's why I look at the whole situation when I'm looking at all this stuff, because it's a few people who play parts in some of these scenarios that they about to go scot-free. And they definitely have jumped on the bandwagon too. They like, this is my time to blend in with the townspeople. Knowing I did X, Y, and Z and shit, but I'm gonna blend right in with the townspeople. Yeah, get her. That shit was funny. I was like, man, this shit, like, this is the best observation shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, this is a very good up close and personal situation. You have made yourself shock him savior. Birds of a feather flock together. They do say birds of a feather flock together. But what you need to do now in case of me, right? Because the situation is such that you're saying Shakim is a scammer. He has done X, Y, and Z to people, doxed people. He has harassed people to the point of getting fucking getting what you call it put on him and stuff like that. Now you need to come with all the fucking evidence. All the evidence of that same thing happening to me. Somebody put a restraining order on me because I was harassing them. I doxed a few people. You should be having to have proof of that. You know what I'm saying? I scammed somebody. You definitely have to come with the receipts of that. All I'm asking you, Dimples, Granddaddy Toes, is that can you please come with all the fucking evidence, all the proof, the receipts of all the fucking things that I did. Because like you said, birds of a feather flock together. So I should have done everything he has done, or what you're claiming that he has done, that and some more. And there should be evidence of it. I think it's fair. Make sure it's not doctored now. This nigga's is funny. Hey, K-Fit, what's going on with you? I was just talking about Reed's live today, and she had, felt away. I don't say she felt away, but there's observations and stuff, and then also, who was that? Oh, young, good, goofy ass came over here hoping that me and you would have had a fight. But to no avail. He said a few people were trying to push the scenarios and stuff like that. And I said, oh, really? I didn't read the chat, but I think you read the chat. And I damn sure know Room Shaker read the chat, but I didn't read the chat. So you guys will know more than I would about those matters and stuff like that. So speaking to that, also, I do want all proof, please, if you could, and you can send it to K-Fit if you want to. whoever you're comfortable with, right? Send it to King Roman News. Send it to whoever the fuck you want to send it to. Make sure there's dates. Okay? Make sure it's not doctored. It should fully show where I scammed a person, supposedly took monies from people and didn't come through with something, whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? Or even if I threatened a person. You know what I mean? Like all the things that you're accusing Shakim of or he has done, there should be proof that I did that to somebody out here. To any of you CCs or subbies, there should be proof of that, my actions. And by all means, send it to whoever you need to send it to. You don't have to send it to me because first of all, if you send something to me, I'm not going to fucking look at it. Because the only way you can send me something is through my email and I ain't going to be checking for it. So, but there are people who you can Instagram, who you can DM, and you can email, and they're forever checking their shit. Those people do exist. And I say, send it to them. But please be fair. Make sure it's not doctored. Now, anyways, back to what I was saying. One will have their perspective. Everybody is not going to be on the same train, the same thought process, or whatever the case may be. And I'm okay with that. It's good. Like when I look at it, I call people Molly maids. That's my saying. Right about now, the Molly maids are doing a great fucking job. I mean, they are doing a fantastic job. They are dusting out everything. They getting rid of dust mites if they exist. Okay. They over there with the goddamn, you know what I'm saying? What's it called? The blue lights and shit. They gonna make sure, you know, floors are clean. Ain't not a crumb of dirt on here. Nothing. If you have carpet, that shit gonna be shampooed and highly hygienic. Where it ain't gonna be no dirt nowhere. The Molly maids are doing a very great job right now, and I want to tell you thank you from the bottom of my heart, cause ain't nothing like a clean house. Ain't nothing like a clean house. You know what I'm saying? I ain't dealing hit them baseboards. That's what I'm talking about. Get down there with your goddamn toothbrush and scrub real well. Hit the baseboards, please. And please, because you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna take a microscope because I'm looking for a radiated dust mite. I don't want to see a one. I don't want to see one fucking radiated dust mite. Creepy crawly thing, none of that shit. There ain't none of that shit happening in my home. I'm gonna keep a clean home. So this is what happened. Excuse me, y'all. That went down the wrong throat. If everyone thinks alike, then no one is thinking. I'm not worried about that. A lot of times for me, things is just an observation. You know what I'm saying? Like we already know what time it is with certain people, and I'm observing some people. Like, man, bitch, I don't know you. I never knew you. Like, oh wow, you know what I'm saying? That's interesting. Wish I knew you so I can have an assessment of your funky ass, but don't and really don't want to. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Kind of comes back to that. Like it rotates back to that. You know what I mean? Oh, Jill, did I say hi to you earlier? Did I say hi? I feel like I didn't say hi to you. Oh, okay. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here to say, in this morning and kick it with y'all for a second to let Reed know that I wasn't trying to be respectful. I didn't say hi. Damn. That was rude as hell. I've done that a couple of times in my last couple of lives. People have popped in and then I go back and look at the replay a little bit, which I used to never do, but I'm starting to do a little bit more. And I'll be like, oh, I didn't say hi to this person or that person. You know what I mean? And I feel bad because you were kind enough to come over, type in my chat, spend some time with me, and I feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? So if I recognize that, I'll speak on it later on. But yeah, I just wanted to let Reed know that I'm not, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful I hope she didn't take it that way. And I don't think she did. You know what I'm saying? Like, but sometimes we'll write something, our thought process is a certain way. We'll type something a certain way and it could be misconstrued. You know, you're cool, sincere. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like ice water. Easy like Sunday morning. But I just wanted to know if you guys could follow that analogy. You know what I'm saying? How I put it down, because this nigga Goosey act like that shit went right over his head. Now I said, now are we really playing this game right now? And in my head, I start thinking like, I start laughing. You know what I'm saying? I try not to laugh, but I try to keep it to myself. I'd be tickled by some of the actions and maneuvers of folks, right? Oh, and this is another thing. Okay, so this is another thing Reed brought up in her live, right? She brought up the fact that Binary was tripping and what's it called? Twerking and stuff up in the chat, coming real snakish and shit like that. And I was like, man, you caught that shit too? That's about the only thing I probably caught, that this bitch made nigga was just all up in there. He turned into an instant cheerleader and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to get real friendly. So I think by his maneuvers and stuff, there's some alignments going on. Certain people who have gathered together and, have befriended themselves and came under the banner of something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like when you go to school and you pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. These niggas is under a banner right now. And I get to see who will lead and who's like promoting and who they trying to align themselves with. You know what I mean? Binary trying to get in good. Oh, you niggas. All of y'all, huh? Binary. Do you think that you can sufficiently move the pieces around enough to create a war? Like, I want to know, do you think you can move the pieces around just so that you can ignite a fire and then sit back and watch your works and shit, you demon you? I think you can. This will be one of your greater projects, right? I think you can. But it's going to be very interesting watching you try to do it. Like watching you at work, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be the blueprint to, imps that have been recognized. Like there's a lot of imps in this world. Lower level demons walking around amongst people, playing games and all that kind of stuff. But it's rare to find one who really tries to reveal itself, like in a real way. So whenever I spot one, right, just like, letting it hang loose and shit, enjoying all that there is to be in their devilment, I do find it fascinating. Like, oh shit, that motherfucker's an imp. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I will be watching, you put down your fuckery. Let's see if you can make it happen, bitch. Let's see if you can make it happen. This is gonna be some interesting shit right here. The unmitigated for him to try to point out others' biasness. You know what I'm saying? The unmitigated goal for Binary to try to point out other biasness. Well, I mean, the unmitigated goal of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But shit, fuck it. Got to have some type of goal. Sometimes it's unmitigated. Sometimes it's mitigated. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. It's goal. Got the gall, the gumption, whatever the fuck. I wouldn't call it that, really, truthfully. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some people require, you know, the energy of others to put some shit down. Like that fucking imp. That nigga he's in an energy feeding frenzy right now. Like that motherfucker is a fat cat. He is getting filled up on all of it. You know what I'm saying? But some people are easy, you know what I'm saying? Like, sheeps to the slaughter. It's like a culling, if you will. Do y'all know what a culling is? Well, I don't have time to explain it to you. Anyways, that fool can't get me. So now he's targeting you. Bad move. That's okay. He been targeting me for a moment. He tried a long time ago when that Shakima shit went down. He been feeling the way for a while. Some of it has to do with you and other things have to do with just me, right? Maybe he felt I maybe rubbed him the wrong way, said a thing and stuff. He felt like I didn't like him, and then he became very petty with it. And then, you know, like, oh, well, she's not this person. So it's like first when y'all first came around, you guys were scoping around, you know, Shakim, you guys were scoping around to see who was who had the numbers, who name rang significantly this way, maybe was a factor that way or whatever. Whenever in his mind, he thought that maybe I wasn't a factor one way or another, that's when he stopped coming around. But in the midst of that, I said something that fucked him up. I actually remember the day. And then he stopped coming around. He felt the way. But he wasn't man enough to have the conversation with me. He wasn't man enough to, you know, hit the link and come to me and say, like, Sincere, you said X, Y, and Z. And man, I don't even know why you coming this way and why, whatever. Like, he didn't, but he went into himself, into the emotional, you know, cesspool of himself and got petty. You know what I'm saying? And impish. So he been working on fucking with me for a while now. This right here, what's manifesting right here is just what we see in this moment. But this shit been in the works for a while with him. All you gotta do is go back to when this shit popped off with Shakima and them, and you can see how he was lurking around and doing this impish ass shit then. You can even predate it with some other shit. See, I deal with the inception of things, not what grew from whatever was planted, but when that shit was planted, the beginning, when it took root. You guys are just dealing with what the, you know, the fruit of it. But also remember, whenever you fucking with somebody or fucking with something, you can always pull it up from the fucking root. Whenever you dealing with nigger weeds, you pull that nigger weed up by the fucking root. You know what I'm saying? And when you do it, it don't exist no more. And don't forget, it's a nigger weed. So there's that part. Remember that part at all times. Hey P, you was in my live yesterday, but I don't think I said hi to you. I feel like I didn't say hi to you. And then you said something and I didn't read it. But I was, you know, sometimes get caught up in my little communications and stuff. And it's just like, you know, and then I be thinking I'm saying hi and stuff or whatever. And then I'm just like, God dang. And thank you, Judy. I appreciate it because I almost passed this up. I appreciate the super sticker. I really do, man. Good looking out. That is a blessing this morning. It really is. Okay. He wanted you to like him more than me. Then he threw a temper tantrum. Same thing happened with Brianna, Ness, and everyone else. Yeah, that could be a possibility. I wouldn't count that out. I know that he didn't like my assessment of him initially. And instead of him having a conversation about it, he just went into his imphood. You know what I'm saying? His impdom. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it twisted with binary. He is a lower level demon. And it's not no surprise to me that he was a pastor. Shit, fuck. You go to church, that's where you're going to find most of the demons. They be in there cutting up. gossiping, judging. Some of them like to fake like they done got the Holy Ghost, passing out, for attention, trying to control and manipulate people. So him coming in the disguise of a pastor or even a teacher, you know, I'm not surprised. That would be a good costume for him to put on. You know what I'm saying? Kind of reminds me of that movie. What was that movie called? The one with Al Pacino. Yeah, I can't think of the movie right now, but it reminds me of that movie. You know what I'm saying? So I don't put shit past his ass. Shakim, when you coming back, the people need to hear a word, brother. Hey, Beef Sector newbie, peace in the LBC. It's nice seeing you to come through. Mm-hmm. And good morning. And I don't really have time to go there. My other thought with this person, but welcome. Attention-seeking behaviors are typically rooted in a need for validation and admiration from the outside. Negative attention is better than no attention in the mind of a manipulative sociopath. Yeah, I would think so. Sincere, no worries. Okay. All demons have a mixture of genius and manipulative tendencies. Okay. I left Christianity 12 years ago. I cannot be manipulated. Well, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the playgrounds they like to play in. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What was the name of that movie? And in the movie, he says, vanity of vanities. You know, that what he say, vanity is one of my favorite sins. These motherfuckers be vain as fuck. I be like, ooh, wee. Mm-hmm. But it's gonna be interesting watching, you know what I'm saying? Because like whenever you identify a person who has that kind of spirit on them, and everybody don't have Devil's Advocate. That's the movie. You remember that part when he said vanity of vanities? He was like, uh-huh. this is my favorite sin. Like, and he was going to work to the ego. Oh, you got the highest fucking what do you say? You have the highest counts of wins in the courtroom, and you're this way, and you're a young illegal ego, and he was blowing smoke up his ass. It's the ego. It's the vanity of it all. You know what I'm saying? And so it's gonna be interesting. Watch this particular one blow smoke up all your motherfucking asses and shit, and pay you, and then kiss the ass over here, and then jump on the bandwagon over there. This bitch gonna be leaping all over the place. That was a good movie, yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is a leaping bitch, okay? He gonna be leaping all over the fucking place, and who's gonna be watching that? His ass leap from here to there. With all the fucking mischievousness. Hey, Reed, I was just talking about you. I hope when I dropped down in your chat and I said what I said that I wasn't, that didn't take you off guard or offend you in any way, because it wasn't like towards you. I was just speaking in general as to say, shit, fuck it, mow the lawn. You know what I'm saying? Let the snakes come the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Let them come out. Come a hissing. You know what I mean? Hey, 420, peace in the LBC. And hey, Dana Blue, let me put you on the Summer Jam screen. And let me put 420 Virgo on the Summer Jam screen. There we go. I've heard horror stories before, however, okay, the movie's Devil's Advocate, which I love. Man, the Devil's Advocate movie was something else. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck, you wasn't wrong. I don't think I was wrong either. And I'm not worried about it in particular. But it's interesting to see, because like I was trying to say, like whenever I engage in a conversation with somebody, I'm learning about them. And a lot of times I will let you feel like you have some kind of power. I'm going to be as relaxed as possible, make you relaxed as possible in that moment. And Also let you feel like you're controlling the situation more so, or handling me, if that's the proper way to say it. It's the best way for me to be able to gauge you. It's the best way for me to be able to gauge you. Because people do a lot when they feel like they're in control, or they can affect the thing, or they feel powerful. The nature of you will come out. Whether you're an understanding person, or you're a manipulative person, are you condescending? Are you friendly? Do you have judgment already, or don't have judgment? Like all of that stuff, the story is unfolding. But the best way to do that is to be in a conversation with a person and be up and close and personal, because that's a more intimate situation, very intimate. So I always say, like, I try to tell people, and I will tell you in your face, I stated it and I said it, but maybe it flew over a couple of people's heads. Just like the analogy about Hitler and the Jews flew over motherfucking Goosey's head. But it's okay, I don't mind explaining it to you if I have to. But I will be in the plus and you will be in the negative. I will be plus the fuck up because I've already engaged with you. So now I understand you way better than you'll probably fucking ever understand me, because you came in with presumptions, or you've been jaded already, or whatever the fuck, like you came in a certain way. And so that's not going to allow for you to have a real understanding, because you already met your understanding, or at least the understanding that you wanted to have. You already met that. So that's where you rested at. You know what I'm saying? It's like you hit that plateau and just sat the fuck there. And maybe the car ran out of gas. I don't know. Just imagine a car going up a hill, and then you get to the top of the hill and the bitch run out of gas and you can't go nowhere. You can't go back and you can't go forward. You just stuck. That's where you at. I mean, you hit the max of where you can fucking go with it. You know what I mean? That's where I be coming from. Hey, Sharon, a scandal. Peace in the LBC. What's going on with you? Good morning. Yeah, I'm just tired of that following stuff. Well, they gonna follow. They can't help it. But I think it's the nature of the beast, right? Because they have to be I don't know. I don't know what happened to some of these people in their life. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in school or college or wherever the fuck they was, but somewhere up in there they probably might have not been the most popular, or maybe got bullied or suffered a situation. I think that shit is not funny. I think it's bad. I do think that's bad. And it can scar a person. But it comes a time and point in your life where you have to shed the old wounds and come into a discovery of a better and new person. Now, a lot of people don't know how to do that, and that does never happen. Like, it doesn't happen. It could cause them to be very aggressive in work, maybe not as, comfortable in personal dynamics and relationships. Like, those type of things that happen when they're younger can cause them to have bad relationships with people, all kinds of fucking shit. Become bullies themselves and some other fucking shit. Like, it takes a person who actually knows how to do the work, that wants to be a better person, who strives to be, a better creation of themselves, to be very accountable, very aware, and then self-correcting. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, you will just be what you're going to be. And more than likely, you'll follow somebody. Because leaders don't really work like that. Most good leaders are always in a perpetual state of self-assessment. And then when they make a decision, they're firm in that decision. They don't kowtow to the thought process of somebody else because they have made their fucking decision. And they have mapped out every which way a scenario can go. And they know effectively what could be, all the possibilities of. And they're not scared to implement it. And they don't need the validation of other people. You see what I'm saying? Like, they don't need their validation and they don't need their consent. It's just going to go down that way. So, it takes a lot to be able to do that type of shit. Everybody ain't made that way. That's why there's bosses and there's underlings. That's why there's CEOs and then there's bosses. That's why there's rich people and then there's wealthy people. Like, there's levels to this shit. But it all comes with being able to be firm in whatever maneuver you make, however it fucking looks to the masses or whatever. You got the job done. You got what needed to be done, and you did what the fuck you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, what's that girl? Was that from Atlanta Housewives? Who gonna check me, boo? That shit was funny. Now, she had a failed, remember when she tried, was it She by Sheree? I don't think that shit ever got off the ground. But it was funny when she said, who gonna check me, boo? Wasn't she getting into it with a gay man at that time? Damn shame, fucking fighting a man. Doesn't it always end up like that? It be a woman having to fucking fight a fucking man. Well, que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Let me read the chat. Smooth Carter, did I say hi? Hope I said hi. Hence the book movie Animal Farm. Oh, okay, yeah. The animals overthrew their human masters only to subject themselves to an even worse form of slavery. Jill, I just ordered some acetate sheets to make sequins. Oh, okay. Let me see. Going down here. That self-correcting is a lifesaver, but they ain't ready yet. No, they're not ready for it. Anybody who's followed me long enough knows that every night, and I've talked about this plenty of times, I go through the process of my engagement with others. Did I offend a person? Did somebody offend me? Like the count of my day, my actions, reactions, emotional response, non-emotional response, all the things that equate to my day and all the things I went through, right? Whatever the fuck. And then I will self-correct as far as me, to the form and fashion of who I fucking want to be. Not who you want me to be and who you are, but the type of person I want to be. So I'm okay being the type of person to say, hey, I move this way. This is how I fucking feel. And you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I'm okay with that. There's nothing wrong with it. And I'm okay with you being however the fuck you gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You would have more so a problem with me than I would have it with you. But as long as I'm okay with myself, then all the other shit don't matter. It's neither here nor there. Other than what is going to be a conversation and maybe a manipulation, some other shit. And the head demon, the head imp in charge, he really fucking moving right now. This bitch. I'm kind of excited to see what this bitch gonna put down. Definitely gonna be, content and interesting, I suppose. You know what I'm saying? I think he's made himself like, he over there in the synagogue of Satan and he got him a couple of followers. So let's just see what they do. You know what I'm saying? Sincere, do you know anything about or have any thoughts on the Danny versus Bundy issue? No. By the way, I'm an Avenger. You're an Avenger? The Danny versus Bundy issue. Like the serial killer? Or what you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, I don't know. Oh, let me put this down real quick. Okay. Yeah, but Shakim should go live, but if he doesn't, that's fine too. I don't really, it's not neither here nor there. There was a conversation about Brianna and just Kimmy and all the different things that happened in between them. I touched on that yesterday too myself. And for me, whenever Brianna and Kimmy go into it, I just like, if it ever happens, because from time to time, there'll be little flare ups between them, lawsuits involving two CCs. Oh no. Are they suing each other because there was some doxing or something that went down, or some kind of negative communication or something like that? Because that's the only thing I could see them doing that, for. I have to check my hypocrisy off, and I'm aware it's there. Mm-hmm. Oh shit. Howdy.
Howdy.
I'm really surprised you hit my link. I am so surprised. I don't know why I'm
Are you
surprised. Well,
really?
well, I am surprised because you've been gone for a few days, and I was sick. I wasn't feeling well. But then when I start recognizing your ass hadn't been live, I said, "Where did this nigga go?" I said,
Listen,
"What
I'm glad you're
happened?"
feeling better.
Uh,
Really,
Thank you. I still have a bit of a cough, but I'm
it's a
still
really
taking my
crazy.
antibiotics. Hmm. But it's way better than it was before. So, how you doing? What's going on with you? You
I'm
there?
doing good. Nothing's really going on. I'm just waiting on my Popeyes.
Are you awake?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you waiting on a what?
I'm just waiting on my Popeyes.
Are you
My
at Popeyes?
Popeyes.
Man, you love you some damn Popeyes. You remind me of one of my
They
cousins
had a
be saying.
deal.
You mean my cousin be like, "Cuz, can we get some chicken Popeyes?" I say, God dang, it's the way he say it.
They had a deal with buy one get one today. So I was like, let me get this buy one get one real quick.
Oh, they
So
got buy one
yeah,
get
that's
one.
all. That's
What
pretty
chicken?
much
Is
what's
it
going on.
chicken sandwiches or what is it? Oh, he doing his order. I think they have a buy one get one the chicken sandwiches right now. Popeyes to me is fucking expensive. I mean, I ain't gonna even lie. Okay, Danny Robertson and Teddy. Okay, Unwind with Teddy. No, I'm not familiar with that. Danny was supposed to reveal herself yesterday. Oh, was she an avatar or something? And they trying to get her to come from behind the avatar? I need to look into that. I did go touch on Candace Owens for a minute yesterday to kind of see, who she about to out and blast off into outer space and stuff. But I didn't get to see it in its entirety. And I think I fell asleep on it a little bit, so I'm gonna go back and revisit that. You know what I mean? What? I don't know what. Yes, she's an avatar. Oh, she's an avatar. And so they're trying to make her reveal herself? Or does she just want to do it herself? I don't know why people be so fascinated with avatars. Why do they care? She must have been, was she doxing people and stuff behind the avatar? I don't fuck around with these people. I don't play their lives. I recap what I want to recap. I talk about what I want to talk about, but I don't fuck around with their lives. I don't fuck around with their situationships and stuff like that, because they're very petty and they will try to somehow turn you into a crash dummy and fuck with what you have built. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times they will try to put you in an okie doke in a conversation so that you will reveal yourself unto them. I mean, I have never seen so many people in my life that are so invested in the comings and goings of other grown ass human beings. Like, if I fuck around with you, it's based on what's happening on this app. I don't care about your personal life, any of your, family members, whatever. And also, when Shakim is ready to talk, I want to mention something to him. Yep, they're trying to make her reveal herself. So, did they get a court order or something? Teddy's obsessed with Danny. Did they get a court order for her to reveal herself or something? Or is she just going to do this willingly? Because somebody feels, like they want to see her. That's weird. I really like, you know what I'm saying? I've been on this app for a while and I never came at any of these men folk like I wanted them. Some of them, it was a court order. How do you get a court order for somebody to reveal themselves? She must have did something to him. Did she do something? Mm, this is going to give motherfuckers ideas. I'm going to get a court order and sincere. You're going to have to reveal yourself. Yeah, go ahead and get one. Because in the state of California, you motherfuckers don't care. They'll put that shit through and that shit will just be like another fucking day. I didn't do it. Why you didn't do it? I don't feel like I have to do it. I just need to do it. Do you want to be reprimanded? I don't give a fuck. Because you damn sure ain't going to hold me for fucking life. 3 hots and cop for about a day and two and get a good fucking nap. And then, you know what I'm saying? They call your name and you get the fuck on up out of there.
Hey, Shaving the Scandal.
Mm-hmm. They don't keep niggas. I mean, they'll lock your ass up, but it has to be really, really egregious. But for the most part, they trying to get you to fuck up out of their system because our jails are overran. You know, they're overran. Oh, so did you get what did you get 244? Danny Robertson been around. She used to be in the beef sector. Oh, really? She was ordered to reveal herself yesterday. But why though? Shakim, do you know why she was ordered to reveal herself?
No, I don't keep up with her at
Mika,
all.
you and Danny are my churn. Mika? Okay. The stuff that goes on in this app is seriously diabolical. Seriously diabolical. Hey, look. Oh, what was I going to ask you, Shakim? Because it came to my mind. Damn. Oh, okay. Are you there? Can you talk now? Or are you still getting your order? Hello? Okay. He's gone again. Damn. Mm-hmm. Something must be going on. He must be looking at something. I'm interested in this Danny Robertson situation. Okay. Does anybody know? Did she do something to the
Yeah, I'm
dude?
here.
Yeah. Oh, you back? Okay. First of all, did you get what you wanted?
Hmm.
See, I keep losing him. Is it me or him? I don't know what's happening. Damn it. I'm not going to get to ask the question, but all right, because I'm going to forget about it just as quick as that happened. But I do want somebody to tell me why the court ordered that situation. She was ordered, okay, to reveal herself because
I'm
Bundy
at
is
work, so my
totally
Wi-Fi.
obsessed with Danny. The court can't compel you to reveal yourself out of obsession. He's delayed. Bundy is a woman. Oh, is Danny a woman? Is it 2 women? But you gotta prove something. Okay, just ask me a question. I'll answer from the chat. My Wi-Fi is bad. Oh, okay. So this is the question, right? So what happened? I forgot just that fucking quick. Oh, so anyways, I was over there at Room Shakers, right? Danny is a woman. It's 2 bitches. Oh, wow. Ain't nothing like a bitch that be feeling some type of way about you and get on a Ho Chi Minh trail about your ass. You know what I'm saying? Them hating assholes. Been dealing with that shit all my life. Them bitches is just bad business, bad work. They be all emotional and shit and, rejected and feeling some type of way and hating on your looks and all that kind of stuff. Damaged. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, back to Shakim. So I was at Room Shakers yesterday, and Binaries in the chat, the head imp himself was over there. What is he? That imp is a lower level demon. I feel like he's like a mid-level demon. But for now, I'm just going to give him the title of imp because based on how he's moving right now, I'm going to be able to identify him a little bit stronger in a moment, But I have identified that he's a fucking demon. So past that, let's get to this. So the demon was talking up in there and shit, trying to, cut up some shit. And he tried to allude to the fact, or he tried to insinuate that you were doxing him in Room Shaker's chat under a troll page. And of course, the diplomatic person that I am, I said, well, how do you know? It's a troll page. Who else could it be? You're just, and here goes the chuckles and stuff like that, as if I'm just silly minded. Oh, well, anytime I ever pointed out that some of these trolls might be X, Y, and Z and a person and all this kind of stuff, motherfuckers is always acting like they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I'm just being delusional and shit. So I brought that up, and then nobody had nothing to say to that. I like things that are factual, concrete, and you could prove it. Ain't the point of being a troll is the fact that don't nobody know who the fuck you are, and that you can come under the pretense of another person, even acting like another person, coming with some fuck shit, get your licks in, because you ain't gonna get blamed. The other person gonna get blamed. Goes back to that whole analogy I made about Hitler. You know what I'm saying? See how that shit kind of came full circle. Yeah. So anyways, my question unto you is that, what I'm saying, was you up in there trolling? Doxing him. You know what I'm saying? Because in that moment, he was playing the role of a victim. Now, I don't believe people should dox people. They shouldn't, be messing with people's wives and all that kind of stuff. But in that particular moment, he had took on the role of a victim. I said, oh, look at this he had morphed into. He was morphing into all kinds of fucking characters, just left and right. I said, oh shit, you're quick with it. So anyways, you have to protect your privacy. Okay, you have to protect your privacy. Okay, Danny is young and very talented, like you and Mika. Okay, my mommy is downstairs playing the piano. Oh, that is beautiful. My grandmother played the piano. So the girl got jealous of the other girl, and then she went to the court and said, you're going to, make her reveal herself unto me. Like, I don't see how that could happen, though. I really don't understand how that can happen unless somebody did something maybe threatening or whatever, and they could prove. And like, why would the court care if your avatar or not online? It's weird. But, these weirdos, they're going to go look at that and they're going to try to gun for all these avatars because a lot of these men are sick and a lot of people are sycophants. You know what I'm saying? And all the other things in between, and they feel like if they see you, it now becomes a even playing field. I don't give a fuck. I keep telling you, I'm ugly as hell and old as dust and dirt. You know what I'm saying? Itself. So, I'm letting you know that, right? So now that you should sufficiently feel better about yourself because I could never compare to you, nor do I want to, because I'm okay with how I look. I understand I'm not a very attractive looking woman, and to the point I'm out here stealing people's faces. Like, look at this bitch. She's all right looking. I found her online somewhere. Snatched a couple of pictures of her, and I'm just been using them, interchanging, boop, 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 boop. So, there's that. And so, anyways, uh, but even if I was to reveal myself, is it really going to change the words that are coming out my mouth? The shit that I'm saying about you that's rubbing you the wrong way, that shit's going to stick no matter what because it's the fucking truth. That's why it's fucking hurting your ass because it's the truth. Then you get all upset and be like, you can't tell me the truth. You're an avatar. Okay. And if you saw me, right, and I said the same thing to you, you would tell me I can't tell you the truth because I don't know what I'm talking about. It'll be some reason. You'll come with something. You know what I'm saying? You'll come with something. Hold on one second, y'all. Since when did Avatar start talking? I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I put you on hold for a second. Did he answer? Did I miss the question? My bad. Did I miss the question? Yeah, you missed the question. So this is the question. Were you over in Room Shakers Live? Doxing that imp, the shape shifting ass imp named Binary, because he was trying to allude to that. He literally was trying to say that you were doxing him and his family in the chat, and then also it came out that Kaios wants to do something to you, not now but later, because he said in the chat that you were doxing him and Binary. So I'm thinking like, oh, Kaios got doxed too, but the general consensus is that you did it. Mm-hmm. Hey, Paula Burns, peace in the LBC. Now, I feel like you're a troll, and I think you're trolling around ODS's face. Last time you were here, I wasn't really checking for you like that. But then when somebody says that ODS, and I'm like, that it does kind of look like ODS. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just wondering. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah. Him. What's up with you? Sincere, sorry that's actually my pick. Good afternoon. That's actually your pick. You got 2 pages up here or something like that? That is ODS. I believe so. I don't even want to put it on the screen no more. I just don't even want to do that. Mm-hmm. It'd be so much easier if Shaquem can hit the link, but if he gets a chance to answer, we'll go back to that again too. Mm-hmm. Didn't Binary just dox Shaquem? Yes, he did that. That was pointed out. Room Shaker pointed out. She said that the reason why, if it was Shaquem, that he would be doing that is because Binary indeed did that to him. And it's coming back full circle. In short, all right. Okay, I am shorting, summarizing the situation. Sincere, no, I was trying to be funny when you said your pick, not you. Oh, okay. Yeah, it definitely ain't me. Yeah, that's not me. I mean, she's all right looking. Yeah. Face looks a little oblong. Let me see. I got other pictures of her. Let me see. That's a real. She got an oblong face. You see, how like oblong her face is? It's like oval. Maybe I should have picked a more round face. Let me see. Yeah, she got a very oval face. Yeah. Anyways. There's definitely some better looking broads out there. I could have picked a better looking one. I mean, she's not bad looking. She's got a long ass face. But anyways, let me just get back to the one that I just stick with in general. Mm-hmm. Where's that one I usually deal with? There we are. There we go. Anyways. Oh shit. Okay. Your pick is on your Cash App, baby girl. I'm trying to tell you I stole the pictures. Don't nobody want to fucking believe me. I swear they don't want to believe me. I mean, all I can do is tell the truth. I keep telling these motherfuckers the truth left and right, having candid conversations with them and shit. These motherfuckers don't want to believe me. I just be like, okay. I mean, I can't do anything about it. I mean, I can only meet you where you are, and then after that, I'm just gonna have to fucking leave you there. Just leave you fucking there and go forward. You know what I'm saying? Because you have all the rights not to get on the train, the particular train I'm on. You know what I'm saying? There, I changed my photo. You changed your photo? Let me see, who's this now? Who you trolling in now? Who's that? Who that look like, y'all? So we still in now, sincere. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, I don't. That would be if I'm giving them one, right? That right there would be the scam. Now I've given you one. Y'all take note. This here picture would be the scam. And if you could prove it, I'm certain you can. You need to go tell this bitch, this lady right here, you need to let her know I'm trolling around in her fucking pictures. And that I quite possibly might have scammed her out of something. Definitely out of her face. But maybe you can dig a little deeper and find that, I scammed her out of something else. But got to have dates. Make sure the receipts are clear. And don't forget to bring her on. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to bring her on and have a live interview with her. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Don't forget to do that now. Happy hunting. Okay. All your pictures are pretty. Well, thank you. I can't convince anybody that's not me. Melanated, he did, but I paid him dust. Epic fail. So did you answer the question? Did Shakim answer the question? Who did what? See, I'm missing something here. Oh, horrible. Horrible, 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 horrible. Well, anyways, I'll ask again later on. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you have time to talk about it, or whenever you go live or whatever, I'll bring it up if I remember it, because I probably won't remember it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be, these things come to me and then they fucking leave just as quick. You know what I mean? I damn near forgot it twice in the midst of trying to ask you. That's why I keep telling these motherfuckers, I ain't paying attention to this shit. Not really in truth. You know what I'm saying? It's just a conversation. You know what I'm saying? The old me is dead and gone. I give no fucks about you. Realize that and move accordingly. I'll say, what? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about? Am I missing something here? Oh, God, I am missing some shit here. What was the question? Please type it. Okay, I'm going to type it. Okay, this is the last time. This is, what's that nigga's name? Oh, yeah. I didn't start calling this motherfucking Imp, and I done forgot his name. His name just gonna be Imp from here on out. So there's that. There we go. Moving right along. Let me get back to the Brianna and Just Kimmy situation, because I touched on it for half a second yesterday, and really in truth, I didn't think it was neither here nor there. Okay. Because they're trying to lay that shit on you. And they're also trying to say that you or Kaios is saying that you doxed them up in that chat too. So, you know what I'm saying? Uh, you say no, and now the motherfucking masters know, but they're not gonna believe you. So, there's that too. Okay. Imagine creating a troll account so you can go live and have content. Child, bye. You say that nigga was trolling himself. I wouldn't put shit past him. You know what I'm saying? I literally wouldn't put nothing past him. Look, I'm gonna have to call them the House of Slytherin. His space, that is the House of Slytherin. I'm definitely gonna have to call them that. If you want to find some vipers, some viper nests, all kinds of fucking snakes, some boas, constructors, whatever the fuck kind, you know what I'm saying? All the reptilians in the lands of the lands, just go to the House of Slytherin. They all there. Some of them are not deadly. Some of them are venomous. You know what I'm saying? And they got the head snake in charge, which is binary ass. That motherfucker hissing all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't a snake charmer, but I'll see your ass from the, you know what I'm saying? I don't know whatever, whatever snake demon you are, I'll look you up so I can call you by your name. Pastor, teacher. Mm-hmm. I don't know what you was teaching them kids. I hope you weren't teaching them to start shit. Because I think that's the only thing you can teach them. I think that's the only thing that you have perfected. That is your mastery. So that's probably the only thing you could possibly teach them. And maybe ABCs, possibly. Ra always overthrows the snake. Apid. They better go study mythology since they want to be children. Yeah, so that happened the fuck over there. And they were trying to say that you were in there. When I question it, or I'm just asking, like, how do they know? Because some people have troll pages. I know some trolls. Like, I know who they are. And they got various troll pages, but I know it is this particular one person. But this person is not really against me. Now, at one point in time, they used to troll the fuck out of me, and then they swayed my way and started to like me or whatever. But I put two and two together and let them know I put two and two together, and they never refuted it. And I do know who you are, but I've never told who they were either. It's not to say other people don't know who they are, but I just never divulged it. So you can know who a troll is, what their troll pages are, and all that stuff. Now, there was some random trolls that popped up out of nowhere with new names and all that kind of stuff. So I just don't even know how you can really just put that on a person. But, when you're in Rome and there is a mob, do as the Romans do. Do as the mob does, right? But I still will be like, how do you know? Because there's many possibilities. Many fucking possibilities. Thank you for at least speaking it, Sincere. Oh, speaking that you're a snake? Speaking of on the fact that you're a fucking snake. Yeah, let me do this one. Boop. Now, moving right the fuck along. Maybe I should speak this. Hey, Ghetto, what's going on with you? Maybe I should state this. You're cunning enough to create your own fucking page and come in under the guise of somebody else who you feel you seem to know very well and practice and be that person so that it can seem like you, are being accosted by that person. And, get everybody worked up, and now you can play the role of a victim. You're very cunning in that manner. That is a possibility. Now, people will say, hey, because I'm saying it, oh, it's so far-fetched. Okay. There's a possibility that could be Shakim, but Shakim said he didn't do it. But you ain't going to believe him. Okay. But we talking about possibilities and probabilities. And I think you guys learned that shit. You had to take statistical math, and you have to learn about possibilities, probabilities. You have to take some kind of math class, higher math, to understand that there's always the possibility of a thing. Now, the probability of it is something different. But there's always the possibility of a thing. And if you can't phantom that, then I don't even know how you guys could achieve anything in life at all. How you could reasonably deduce or go through or figure out a thing or solve for or any of that kind of stuff. I would call you the slow bus mafia. Yeah. But anyways, hey, Foot Soldier, peace and LBC. Hey, Sincere Mods in chat. It's good to see you. Good morning to you. But so yeah. So I already know what time it is. And I'd rather see the fucking devil up front. At least he's not trying to play like he's non-existent to me now. He's letting me know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm glad you see me. And now we could just let this game play. Okay. Duly noted. The narcissistic behavior running through this app gets worse every day. Definitely, definitely, definitely. But I'm not too much worried about it. Especially when it's a man gunning for me. I like to see how bitch made they can get. I like to see the bitch in them. Like how bitchy they gonna get. But I'm not gonna forget what the fuck I'm dealing with. And this one right here, he definitely a lower level demon. Because nobody who's ever been a really godly man has claimed that they were a pastor or whatever walks like him. Like they should not be walking like him. They should be walking in peace. They should not be conjuring and stirring up and creating narrations and stuff like that. They will look at it like that's a wicked way of being. But he's very comfortable with it. So I just figured like he was wearing a costume. You know what I'm saying? He was in a moment wearing a fucking costume. So there's that. You know what I mean? I hate when people are narcissistic and pretend they have support. I'm about to get my good lemonade and watch them wolves howl at the moon some more. Oh my Lord. Okay. Are they going live? Because somebody should be live and stuff. I'm not going to be on here too much longer. I just came to to say what I had to say, to read and point out some things. And then, of course, I know it's going to be some people in the skybox because they're going to try to tear apart every little fucking thing I'm saying and see if they're going to decide to put a full-on attack on my ass. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's they move. It's they fucking move. You know what I mean? Hey, QI, the beef sector is a majority women, so how will misogyny win? The beef sector is majority women, so how will misogyny win? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Some of the bitches are misogynistic themselves. Some of them think they men, act like men, and have misogynistic ways of being themselves. You know what I mean? So there's all kinds of ways misogyny can win. But I always find it very interesting when men like to engage with women, like in a battle or in a way where they're trying to tear down a woman's character or be disruptive in some type of way. I always find that very interesting. You know what I mean? I'm up for the challenge because most of my battles have been with men on this app. Most of them have been with men. I've had a couple of scenarios with some women. But even if I'm getting into it with a woman, it's always a few men with her, you know, trying to get their hits in and their licks in. So she utilizes the men, to fight me. Had that experience a couple of times too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not amazed when when these men folk, you know, call themselves jumping off the porch and shit on my ass. I expect it from them. I mean, I expect it from a bitch for certain. Like a bitch made nigga, but not from a man. Like not from a man, because a man will not do that. So when this happens in my mind, I'm just like, I'm getting to know you. You just, you know, you letting me know who you are. You're identifying yourself. I don't have no problem with that. Now you ain't got to be hiding behind manhood. You know what I'm saying? None of that stuff. Just, you know, shit. Fuck it. Let everybody know you're a homemade bitch. A homemade bank, a bisquick bitch. You know, let them know you're a ready-made hoe. Let them know. Let me know. I'd rather deal with the truth of you at all times. Hence the uplifting of side tooth news. Oh my Lord. Is that what you call them now? Oh my. Okay. Sincere, insecure women. Misogyny can't win with majority women. You think? Yeah, stick around a little bit longer. I think you are safe, sincere. The sector isn't aiming you up, aiming you up currently. You did good yesterday. I don't know about all that. I was having a conversation, but it's not a matter of doing well or anything like that. It's just me having a conversation with a person. You know what I'm saying? But I will allow for a person to feel like they have control of a scenario because it makes them feel better and it allows them to be the truth of themselves. I don't want you to be no less than that. So if I'm more relaxed and, seemingly unaware and, you know what I'm saying, and just open and all that kind of shit, it allows for you to feel strong in your position, or at least in this engagement with me. Look, try it one time with your bosses and shit, if you got a boss. Or if you are the boss, with your workers. Like, take the position of one who's not threatening. You don't know anything. You're at the whim of the other person. You know what I'm saying? And just listen and be most accommodating. Not most accommodating, but accommodating. And then see how they act. Like when they get comfortable with you. It all comes out. It's a story unfolding. And I tell people, and I'm not trying to be funny. It's not trickery or anything like that. Because I'll tell you, I'm engaging in a conversation with you because I'm getting to fucking know you. It doesn't matter if you understand me. Truthfully, I expect for you not to. Because I already know that you probably have made up your mind one way or another. You see what I'm saying? So I don't expect you for there to be some kind of aha moment or some heightened awareness. This is just me with an up close engagement with you to see how you will be with me if you feel like you have the advantage. Like what it looks like. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like when you see watching kids when they be outside and stuff like that, and you have taught some children to not be harmful to animals and stuff like that, or don't step on ants and stuff because they're living creatures too, and you are bigger than them and you do have the power to take away their life, but don't do that because they are part of this ecosystem and they serve a purpose. So you get to watching some of these kids. Some kids are like, oh, and do you see this? And they become observers. And other ones like to stomp on them. They get a kick out of it. The both childs are in positions of power, at least in relation to the ant. And you get to see the nature of them. Very fascinating stuff. All across the board. Very, very fascinating. Mm-hmm. They wanted to gauge how close you were to Littlefoot to see if an attack would be beneficial, but you showed you aren't under his domain. Are you calling him Littlefoot? You don't get along with him? This shit is funny as hell. They didn't give you a new name, Shakim. So let me read this again. They wanted to gauge how close you were to Littlefoot to see if an attack would be beneficial. Attack on me? This motherfucker's been on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Beneficial in what way? Cowboy Rod, this could be a formal debate. Okay, black women have been the army of the black race, support and protect us. QI, what the hell is you on this morning? I mean, I like the fact that you support black women and that you know you're pro blackness, I'm supposing, or whatever. But what are you talking about? Ain't nothing little about these size 13 feet gifted to me by Osiris. Not a size 13. One of my brothers is a size 14. All them niggas got big feet. My pop had big feet too. Yeah. But anyways, hey Teron, peace in the LBC. Okay, look at that ego cowboy rock. Are you guys funking too? Well, now some of you guys can have your communications, but what I'm not gonna do is deal with binary and his fuckery. Like, you don't see me coming over to your chat, dropping down, saying a fucking thing. I don't give a fuck about you, nigga. You ain't gonna see me nowhere talking shit about you, because I don't really have time for it. But if I hit my live button and I point out certain things about you, then that's just what it's gonna be, because you're gonna be hitting your live button, selling them motherfuckers some cyanide donuts real quick. Feeding your snakes and shit over there in the goddamn, den of vipers. You're going to do what you're going to do over there in the house of Slytherin, and I'm going to do what I do over here in Highlander country. So that will happen. And then we all going to sit back and watch, you know what I'm saying, what kind of devilment that you're going to put down. And some of us are going to be just quite frank about it. And other of us are going to support you because you're a useful tool in the moment. But either way, it works out for you because you get to feast off the people. The energy of it all. So it's a win-win situation for your ass, binary. Binary is an easy opponent, hardly worth it. An easy opponent in what manner? I'm not making him an opponent. I'm just stating the fact about him. But if you want to talk about opponents, do you have a suggestion? Like, do you want to point out somebody specifically? Nah, don't do it, Shakim. Okay, I'm glad you blocked him swiftly, professionally. He has way too much free time on his hands. Yeah, he's been having a lot of free time lately. I wonder if anybody's wondering about that. They were wondering about all your fucking time and shit. I mean, I think like when we start wondering about people's time and finances and shit, we should be wondering about everybody's shit. Shit, fuck it, wonder about mine. I mean, why do I have time to be able to talk to you this morning? And then I talked to you last night, and any other fucking time I talk to your ass and hit the live button. You know what I mean? How am I able to fucking, hit the live button and always have my StreamYard and shit like that, and ain't nobody giving me shit? That's weird. Let's all start wondering about each other's finances and shit. Let's all start worrying about each other's comings and goings and finances and all the things in between, okay? Ooh. Are you asking me point out an opponent you should go against? No. Because you couldn't sway me to go against anybody. But if you feel like binary is not a worthy opponent, and I wasn't even looking at him as an opponent, but if you feel like there's an opponent, then state an opponent. That would be interesting to hear what you feel or who you feel might be an opponent unto me. That would be very fucking interesting. Ghost Gang, howdy, chat, Miss Sincere. Peace in the LBC. What's going on with you? Hey, has anybody seen Ghostface Keisha lately? All the teachers I know are very busy during this time of year. Well, I know a lot of them were out of school for like 2 weeks and stuff because, I do have some educators in my family and stuff. You know what I mean? They actually educating children, not turning them into fucking bitches. But anyways, like this particular demon. But anyways, I mean, he should be at work today. He really should be, like right now. So he shouldn't have any time at all. And he seems to have time. So, is that a blues clue? Blues clue, blues clue. You have interesting commentary. Thank you. I appreciate that. I see I'm still learning your history, so I don't know yet. You're newer to me. Okay. Like girl bye, you are beneath me. Oh, who are you talking to? Uh that's why I told K Fit to mind her motherfucking business. That shit just made me cough. Don't ever speak on my job while you have mug shops for robbery. Oh, okay. I understand now. Cause she said you had threatened her. Okay, so you told her to mind her business because she was saying that you told her that she was gonna get it. Something along those lines. That, if she didn't, I guess, mind her business, she gonna get it. So I was like, well, I wouldn't have said that to you that way because I wouldn't. Because it does come off a little ominous and stuff, but that is her, you know, account. It seems like your account is different. Wow, a cowboy, wow, coming hard. Well, there's been a question about his, finances and stuff like that. It's been a question about a lot of stuff. And then also there's been like some kind of projection. Somebody also came into my live a few minutes ago. Well, not a few minutes ago, but maybe like about an hour ago and stated like birds of a feather flock together. And that's why X, Y, and Z, you shock him, whatever the fuck, LMNOP, they said something. But the end part was birds of a feather flock together. And I said, truthfully enough, I mean, birds of a feather do flock together. That is the going statement. And also there's opposites attract. That's a statement as well. But let's go with the concept of birds of a feather flock together. With that concept, I would like for you to go get all the evidence of all the things that I did that are exactly like Shock Him. And I mean, be thorough. You don't have to send it to me. Send it to any of these other camps. Because first of all, if you send it to me, I'm not going to check my email. So it's best for you to send it to any of the camps that you think that are gunning for me or the people that are in that camp. And make sure you put down, the scams I put down, who I scammed. Be very thorough now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's part of the narrative, right? The lies I've done, who I lied to, who I doxed, who I harassed to the point of getting a restraining order on me. Like, the evidence has to be there. Like, because, I'm a bird of a feather and I'm flocking together. So I have, and per how I be having conversations with people or the conversations that have taken place, there's a general consensus. Well, maybe not a general consensus, but there's a consensus going around that, I have to be Shakim. As a matter of fact, I must have morphed into him that I know his every fucking thought process. And because they're talking to me like I am him. So like, I'll go with that too. I'll go with all of it. But I'm saying, with all things being fair, because I'm being very fair with other people, could you just come with the receipts of it? I don't think that's an unfair thing. Like, it should show me hurting people on this app, scamming them, having backdoor conversations, trying to flag people's pages, setting people up. There's got to be tons of communications and receipts. There is somebody out there disgruntled. Get to it quickly. Okay, these things only have like a certain amount of days where it's of interest. But I'm telling you, if you put this shit on the board and you give it to any of these CCs that don't like Shakim, you will be like a made man. Like, the mafia is going to make you a made man. Nobody will be able to touch you. Nobody. You will be able to fucking have your own crew and shit. You'll be working with the boss of all bosses. This will be a promotion. Instead of being an underling, they don't get paid too much. You know what I'm saying? Definitely will be a promotion. Maybe where the same person, okay, flagging pages, what in the world that's going on? Yeah, I'm catching the shade. Well played. I'm never shady. I'm factual. I will tell you what you'll get from it. You know what I'm saying? And if you're going to get nothing but a Klondike bar from it, I'll tell you that too. But I think whoever does this shit, they're going to become a made man. The boss. And then I need this shit to happen because I need to know who the boss of bosses is. The boss of all bosses. I've been trying to have a conversation with that motherfucker. But the underlings, you know what I'm saying? All the fucking crews and shit won't fucking let me have a conversation with that one. You know, the super boss. Does anybody know who that person is? I mean, do they mind having a conversation with me? Or is it like a conglomerate? Like it's a whole bunch of bosses at the table. And y'all meet every fucking once every 3 months or something like that. Like, who are those ones? Like, I like to know who you are so we can have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Sincere, what's the definition of finesse? To scam, to con people about a shit. Yeah, you know, it's a finesse. I never clicked up with someone who exposed their old team. They will do it to you, sure enough. Possibility. I don't think it's right. I would never expose nobody. I don't do that shit. Set it over there at Room Shakers. Now, clicking up and stuff like that, that's up to interpretation. But I'm not trying to take away your definition of it or how you see it. I keep on telling people I am not trying to change their mindset. Not about me or anybody else. I think that's pretty fair. And whatever you would never do, I would say stay true to that. Stay true to what's comfortable to you. I'm going to stay true to what's comfortable with me. No, I would never expose my old team. I wouldn't talk about the shit. But have motherfuckers try to come out and say fucked up shit about me or leave me out here holding the bag on some fuck shit that they put down. And would have been quite easy for me to just be like, man, you know, this, and that. While they watching me take all the hits and shit. Has that happened to me? Yeah. Uh-huh. Did I say anything about them or come with some very definitive this, that, another? No. Were there other people that said that I should have fucking did that? Yeah. But I did what was comfortable to me. Still today, I've suffered for a long time. I suffered repercussions for not standing up in a way in that manner. So, I mean, I guess it's all you have to put these things kind of like in perspective, maybe. Because sometimes people do shit because motherfuckers put them in a position to have to do that. And that's their way of fighting or fashion of fighting. I just know I can speak to what I wouldn't do because I've been in positions where I could have said, well, you wrote this in this comment section and I could show you this on this live and I didn't do none of it. And that would have easily shut down some shit, but I just didn't. Had I done it, though, it would have been like, you're exposing. Really? Or am I defending myself? Maybe a narrative you put down. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the perspective, how you perceive it, the perception of it all. All the circumstances that come before the actual deed that goes down. Feelings and all the emotions and all that kind of stuff. Everybody don't handle shit the same. But if you can show that I've done something like that, send that to the fucking conglomerate as well. Now, I don't know their fucking address, but I don't think they're hard to find. All you got to do is put out a yodel. Like, yodeling, ooh, I got some shit on sincere. And they going to come a running. They going to hear you. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. Find you a chat that got at least 300 or better, but it has to be in the beef sector. Drop the fuck down in that bitch and let it be known there. Man, you're going to get all kinds of IG phone numbers or whatever the fuck they do, DM boxes, emails, all the fucking things. And just pick one. Pick one. Or pick them all. Let them fight over it. Let it be a race to the punch. You know what I'm saying? Off to the races. But if it is to attack someone else, that's just straight snake behavior. Can't be trusted. But if it's attack someone else, I guess, did they attack that person first? Sometimes it's attacks upon attacks. Everybody attacking. Sometimes it could be that. I can just tell you my experience, how I get down. Like, there's nobody here that I've ever had experience with that I've ever felt the need to dox or release some things or speak extra about them, whether they like me or not. But I would be talking about the people that don't like me, right? The people who have done shit to me. And we're open with it. Like, the shit that they did, they wanted to start some shit with me. But I didn't engage in. Now, I've seen other people try to do shit to them. And even when they were putting that down, though I saw it, I stayed in the skybox. I didn't drop down in the chat. And really, I kept it fucking pushing. Because I don't approve of those type of things. So you can't say that you see me around when these maneuvers are being put down on you, because this is not, the type of, I don't feel comfortable with that type of shit anyways. So I keep it pushing. So I went there when motherfuckers was coming at you a certain way, and they was coming for your ass, like in this particular thought process I'm having. But if a motherfucker's coming at me, you right there front and center, you and the rest of your cohorts and shit, the haters and all that fucking regulators, because you get off on that type of shit. I don't get off on that. So everybody's different, you know what I'm saying? But everything, everything begets. One action begets a reaction. A reaction begets another action. And it just keeps on going like that. See the message before, more context. Okay. Let me see. Exposing could be defending if those receipts back up your position. Shit, maybe. Because somebody can come with a receipt. It could back up a person's position, but doesn't mean that it's received. It could be deemed as doctored. Not to be funny, I'm not laughing at this shit, but I'm trying to tell you, sometimes it don't fucking matter what you fucking do. Somebody will make a reason or come to stand a reason or frame things in a manner that such as that you are the fucking liar. No matter which way you turn, you're the liar. There ain't no fucking truth in you. Right? And that would be an absolute. It will be, see, I don't like to talk in absolutes because nobody's absolutely one way or another. Not no human beings, you know what I'm saying? But usually nobody's absolutely one way or another. Like, even in the history of psychopaths, like people who like to murder people, they have done something that was something totally different. You know what I'm saying? That will be considered the norm, even though when we consider them abnormal. So that means there is no absolute. You don't know when the exception will go down. So I don't speak in absolutes because, any given moment in time, you know what I'm saying? One could be one way and the next moment they could be another way. I only can check myself. So again, like I said, send your qualms and receipts and shit to the conglomerate. Make sure you drop down in the chat where there's 300 or better and put out go out there and yodel a little bit, tap dance or whatever the fuck you're going to do to get their attention. And, yeah, make sure the receipts have, dates and times and specifically who I was talking to and exactly what I did, and make sure the amounts of monies is accurate. Just let it be accurate, okay? Like, just let it be the wholehearted truth in this, when you do it, though. It's not too much to request. Do you think there are more psychopaths or sociopaths down in these sectors? These sectors are filled with sociopaths and psychopaths, narcissists, and some other stuff. That's just announced she's still going to Vegas because she didn't like the flight credit offered by Delta, but she won't be anywhere near Lemon. Oh, look at this shit. Isn't it laughable? Like, look, is this not funny as fuck? Is this not funny as fuck? Oh, the blooming friendships, the changing of guards and camps and team members and all the fuck. As a call came through. I hope y'all can hear me. But all the shenanigans of it all, like, yes, okay, the game is afoot. The game is afoot at all times. I don't think people are surprised by this. I know I'm definitely not surprised about it. You know what I mean? Not at all. You know what I'm saying? It's giving Stephen tease. Child, I just hope we see outside her hotel room. You say, hope we see outside her hotel room? Well, all the world is a stage. You know what I'm saying? All the world is a stage. So, I don't know what act we're in right now. We're probably in act, I don't know. What act is this? Act 5, scene 3. But it's definitely an act. They keep circling the drain. Yeah, but I'm trying to tell you right now, they have, they feel like they have sufficed. They have done significant enough damage or whatever the fuck they have done. And they're able to make sure that some people go unscathed and that the microscope is not on them. And then they have various camps ready to pounce on whoever per whatever commentary is put out. And if they like it or don't like it. So, bitch, if you say too much, then I'm going to be right ready here to fucking check you, boo. You know what I'm saying? And see if you jump off the porch with me. All the things, like, the whole table is set up. You know what I'm saying? The chessboard, if you will. The moves that have been calculated. So it's all going down right now. I'm not going to be surprised about too much at all. This is afraid of the camera. What? Y'all ain't seeing that? Well, I don't know. It is death giving stage play. I agree. Who goes to Vegas in winter? I mean, people do. People do. I'm not gonna say they don't. You know what I mean? But people do. So, we will see. But you think she's afraid of the camera? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Really, truth, I don't care. When it comes to her, I don't care about nothing she put down. Cause she just gonna stay putting some shit down. And they gonna stay protecting or stay finessing and stay fucking, deflecting, stay throwing people underneath the bus, then saying you the one that did it. They're just gonna stay doing what the fuck they do. Then it's gonna be a new script written, and that one's gonna be reminiscent of the previous script, and then it's gonna keep on and keep on and keep on. And there's gonna be pretty much certain people that are gonna be sacrificial lambs out here, or people that they feel like they could put on the fucking altar of sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the remix, peace in the LBC. What up though? Not much. Just found out that Nessa's going to Las Vegas. Oh, this shit is funny as hell. This is some funny ass shit right here. Hey, Dr. Soapy, peace in the LBC. Peace in the LBC. You're breaking news, breaking news. She's making her way to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? She got her a new damn ticket. Hey, Miss Toby, peace in the LBC. How you doing this morning? Your picture's not showing up. Oh, now it is. Okay. So, it's like a never-ending Tyler Perry movie. Well, definitely. But I mean, Lemon is free and clear now to have his bestie, his love, or whatever the hell, and he's feeling on cloud nine. He feels like, that he is not what the fuck he is, because people are blowing smoke up his ass. And I'm saying, man, it's like cyanide cookies and Jim Jones juice everywhere. It's just fucking everywhere, And so, we will see. It's about to be a party. Two camps are about to come together. They're going to be sucking farts out of each other's asses, passing the fucking collection plate, if you will, and selling the masses all kinds of fuckery. It's going to be a finessing good time. Sincere, I don't know a lot. Y'all sector, I'm starting to see, and now what's up? Know what's up. I'm starting to see and know what's up, but I'm confused most of the time. Don't worry about it. The remix. See, I'm not part of this particular sector that I'm talking about. I am my own sector in of itself, but the sector I'm speaking about right now is called the beef sector. And it's particular people in that sector that, have fallen out with other people. Like it's the end of the year swing. Come at the end of the year, they start doing all kinds of fucked up shit to each other and picking teams and seeing who they can fucking get in collabs with and all that type of stuff. And then come the new year, which is now we're in the new year, they have set up all the dominoes sufficiently, put all the plays down sufficiently, and now this is the time to act them fully out. Act them out. Now, there's a couple of people that don't particularly like this person right here. His name is not Tracy's pissed off. His name is Shakim Ra. Are you familiar with him? And some of the people that feel some type of way about him and stuff like to roam over there in this particular place that is ran by this dude named Lemon. Okay, so I don't know if you're familiar who the Lemon person is. And they'll all be over there tonight. When he goes live, I mean, it's going to be a palooza of camps and self-righteous people and, mother doxers and finessers and haters and regulators. Like, it is not the players' ball. It's about to be the haters' ball. The haters' ball gonna crack tonight. And the king and queen gonna be there. I'm assuming it's gonna be tonight. Just stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? They're going to come with all the communications. They're going to be dressed in their finest. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be stepping out. They're going to put their pants leg up and show their gaiters and shit. You know what I'm saying? They red bottoms. They're going to put on a pose. Picture it. You know what I'm saying? This shit about to be real fantastic. You know what I'm saying? All they underlings is going to be there. They bitches and shit. And all this stuff. This is going to be funny as hell. It's gonna be a fucking sight to see. Hey, Smooth Carter, piece of the LBC. You're not Gators, okay? Stacey Adams, Gators, whatever the fuck these bitches gonna be, and they gonna be in something. Okay, I get you. You're so you're so fucking funny. Lucky I'm just warming at the gym right now on treadmill. You would be off track. Yes, I'm also in various beef sectors. I'm aware of who's who. Okay, you do. Okay, you know. YouTube used to be fun. I mean, look, you got to start laughing at this stuff. I'm trying to tell you, otherwise, if you start, like really, I have to laugh at this shit. Now, look, I've been sick and I haven't been really smoking my weed like I normally smoke my weed, so I've been sober. To say the least. I haven't been, really smoking like that. And I smoked a little bit today. I probably shouldn't have because, my cough and stuff is still clearing up. And you know what I'm saying? But this is a great state to be in because now I could just really laugh at this shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, this shit is a whole different level. I'm just like, oh, peep this bullshit right here. Like, oh, okay. And you can't do nothing but laugh at it because it's unbelievable. And unbelievable. Probably gonna be some fresh weaves coming down the pipeline too. What it do, y'all? Hey, Steph, you the best. What's going on with you? Hey, we just found out that Ness is going to, guess what? Lemon-cation. But she's not gonna meet up with Lemon, but she's gonna be in Vegas. Do tell. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Stomp Down. A man said, Paul Burns, oh gee, this is not the same place. Okay. They talked me into staying for them at Shot Camp. Yeah, he's only in certain places, okay? Dr. Sotu remakes of you. Oh, I still do. Okay. Sincere, I still got to do the remix of you singing some ho out at when it's done. Okay. I was saying same ho. I was singing same ho. Okay, you're gonna do show me. All right, I'm not even reading this right. I do that sometimes. I be reading shit ass backwards. Girl, I had an edible before work today. Laughed so hard at these hoes. Had to run to the bathroom. 5 to be exact. I mean, god dang, this shit is funny as hell. You cannot make this shit up. I'm trying to tell you, they gonna be stepping through. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come in through the door and do their little poses. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna call out their names. You know what I'm saying? It's the haters ball. The camp's gonna come in all dressed up and posed up, looking like they done did some shit. It's gonna be awesome. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be an awesome affair. I'm gonna be watching from the clouds. You know what I'm saying? What they doing at the haters ball. How they gonna spin it. Who gonna be the goddamn commentary person of the night? You know what I'm saying? The MC. Who gonna tap the mic and let everybody know who is who and what's going down. You know what I mean? Let us know what's up next for the night. What's the events of the night? Oh shit! Hey, phenomenal Scorpio. Guess what? I just found out that Ness is going to Vegas, but she's not going to meet up with women. This shit is funny as hell. Let me stop. Okay. Add it to my Excel sheet. Okay. My bad. I'm terrible on phone and the treadmill. My bad. Don't worry about it. I ain't reading shit half-ass right anyways. I'm glossing over this and trying to figure it out. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it at all. And I'm enjoying myself too this morning because, like, I think I just like it better when it's just me and my people, or people that like enjoy my company. You know what I'm saying? I prefer it this way, and I think it makes for a better dynamic. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna talk that real, spit that real, as far as, you know, I can spit it and talk it with you. You know what I mean? And hope and pray that a hater will just take their ass over there to the stars. You know what I'm saying? The ones that they in love with and shit, and enamored with, and have given their goddamn, they got posters of these bitches on their wall or something. Just stay their asses over there. Okay, because this here station is not for you. This station is not the fuck for you. Okay, you need to be over there with the motherfuckers, like, the ones that are doing like the telenovelas and shit. Like, this is PBS in relation to that shit. You know what I'm saying? You need to be over there, because right now, one of them motherfuckers is playing All My Children or whatever. One of these bitches is putting on their version of All My Children right now. And then the next one is about to put on their versions of Days of your lives. And what's the rest of them names? You know what I'm saying? General Hospital. I mean, they all about to come on back to back, or maybe simultaneously. But I think it's going to be like a back to back soap opera today. Today is going to be a back to back fucking soap opera. You hear me? This is amazing. It's amazing. Hey, NY, peace in the LBC. What's going on with you? Good morning to you and the little one. Okay. I mean, it's still morning time over here. You know what I'm saying? I guess they wanted me to leave so I can super chat to them. Oh, wow. I'm about to go cuss. What you gonna do that for, Rico? I ain't talking about much. I just found out something. This shit is funny as hell. I think you heard me say it already, though. Search for it tomorrow, all that stuff. Okay, they're gonna be out there as the world turns. Facts on facts on facts. It's gonna be soap opera after soap opera after soap opera. Okay, hitting the scene, and then once they get through all the soap operas, they're gonna all find their way over there at the haters ball, stunting and profiling and being in their best, for the night. They gonna come in with their crews and stuff, put their poses down, get their little snapshot, then walk in like they just running all the fucking things and get to talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Spitting shit. And they all gonna be there just amongst each other, clinking their little glasses and ha 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 ha. And you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you did this and you did that. And it's gonna be there for, you know what I'm saying? I think Binary gonna be the MC. Binary ass gonna be up there with the microphone, welcoming everybody and shit, and getting the festivities going. And they're gonna make the announcement. Yeah, Nessa's gonna be coming. You know what I'm saying? She's a special guest. She's the fucking special guest. And of course, her crew is gonna be with her and stuff like that. I mean, this is gonna be awesome. They're gonna make the tabloids or whatever the fuck, and TMZ or something like that. Everybody gonna be talking about what happened at the haters ball. They need to do this shit more often. Like, what's today? Today is January 6th. Okay. January 6th is the official haters ball day. Now, this bitch ass nigga supposed to go live tonight. Now, he might try to switch the date on us, but when he goes live next, that is going to be the official haters ball day. And hopefully every year they will come out and let us know who the fuck they are on the same date at the same time with new game, new scenarios, if you can call it game. Thanks for checking on me. Okay. He is. Oh, he checked on you. That's good. Back to Soapy. Stephanie DeVest Collins is cool. It's gonna always be fuck Stephanie Mills though. Who is Stephanie Mills? Like the singer? Check him. I was DM you for real on IG. Oh, I really was concerned. Yeah, because he got quiet for a while and he didn't say much, but I think he's gonna go live and I'll be there, you know what I'm saying? At least hopefully I'll catch it and I will be there. And because sometimes when y'all go live, I'll be having certain things to do and stuff, but I do plan to be there whenever it happens. And I'm happy that he tried to come support me today and hit the link, but it didn't go too well to talk for half a second or whatever. And I got the answers to some things and stuff like that. A few things that have been put out on the wire. And for those that, because look, there's always a super snooper, one or two or three or four in my clouds. You know what I'm saying? And maybe right now some might be feeling some type of fucking way, but it's definitely some kind of agent here, right? That's going to run back and tell it. Or it could be a conglomerate of them bitches on a stream yard watching me because they good for that shit too. But they trying to check the scene with a gangster link to see if they going to actively do what they going to do. And we going to see. We definitely going to see. Stephanie Mills is Stephen. Oh, Stephanie. Oh, I forget that you call him that. I don't even think about that bitch ass nigga like that. I really don't. He's not been on my mind. Like even when I like me and him kind of like when I just said fuck you, just don't come around. He went on my mind then, but he got super obsessive with me for a second, and I just wasn't thinking about him. But I did think he was a useful tool for Ness, right? And a useful tool for others in relation to like painting a narrative when it came to me. He became very useful, but for them, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't ever thinking about him. So like when you mention him and you say his little, whatever fucking name she done gave this nigga, I don't know who you talking about. And I think, ain't he gone with the Wind Fabulous now? Like, didn't they just cut him all the way the fuck off? Did he find a new sector to go to, or is he back in the Umar sector? Because I have been seeing some of the Umar sector people go live, and I kind of been keeping up with that to some extent. I seen Carrie go live, you know what I mean? So they are sectoring over there. She's a very boring and forgettable girl. Oh man. I'm trying to tell you. I don't know, because you might have been the clowns. You might have heard some of the things that happened over at Room Shakers, but I did kind of want to kick the boo-boo with you and tell you some of the things and just kind of see, pick your mind as to, what the thought process was. But the one that stood out the most, though, it's just basically, were you in that chat trolling binary stupid funky ass? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't put shit past him. You know what I'm saying? And it isn't really like either way you answer the question, or you did answer it, they're not going to believe you. I mean, right now I get to tell these motherfuckers all kinds of shit because they're not going to believe me. I'll be telling the truth about all kinds of shit. These motherfuckers ain't going to believe you. This is the time to fuck with their head. I mean, because they're not going to believe you. I'll be out here telling all kinds of truths about some shit, and the motherfucker be like, they'll be feeling some type of way, and by the time they realize this shit is the truth and it has fucked them up because they didn't want to listen, they got binged up a different way. So I just be out here telling them all kinds of shit, and just sit back and watch them, see how it unfolds because they choose not to believe it. You know what I mean? Nope, I don't care about binary. Oh, okay. I'm about to play all types of crazy. You about to play crazy? Okay. Carrie, I'm going to get her too. You going to get her for what? Gotta drag Dr. Umar now. Well, I'm going to get my more info on his scam. He came for Nikki. He came for Nikki. Carrie, I'm going to get her too. He came for Nikki who? They all bring up Cash Apps Mad Day. Wait, people believe lies because they don't want their illusions destroyed. Facts on facts on facts. Um, she's jealous of me. But who's Nikki? Is that another nickname for somebody? Is that a nickname for another one of these bitch made people? Because I don't know all the nicknames. You know what I mean? I really don't. Talking about he felt weird, cash apping me. Did I ask you for money? Oh, he tried to say he felt weird about cash apping you. Well, ain't he grown? What did he do it for? Did he feel weird when D Darrell was cash apping him and sending him money? Was there a weirdness in the air then? Like, which one was the weirdest sensation? When D Darrell was giving him $300 to $500, or when he cashed app you about $10? Because I know that nigga didn't cash app you nothing worthwhile. Not you. Now, he probably gave Pizarro some monies, and he damn sure about to fucking pay break bread with Ness ass if he ain't already done it. And you know what I'm saying? And he gave some money to what's her name, Brianna. He damn sure gonna cash out KRN. That's gonna happen. ODS. All the usual suspects. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He definitely gonna put some money down. Okay? That was weird. Okay, Nicki Minaj as well as others, but he out of line with all the scams. Binary has questionable charges. All these people have questionable something going down. You know what I mean? It's just that I don't really pay too much to the history of them like other people. And then I don't know all the sector stuff when it comes to the beef sector like other people. So they can engage in certain situations with certain people, and that person will motherfucking run down all the fucking things that they did. See, me, it's kind of better to have a conversation with me or have an engagement with me because I won't remember all your dirty deeds. But there's some people that will read your ass down to the ground for your dirty deeds, the people you have associated with yourself with, their fucking dirty deeds, and all the things in between. So you could probably get away with more when it comes to me, opposed to one of your own in your sector. That is going to be a different battle. You see what I'm saying? So I think a lot of times people like like to pick and engage with what they feel is the easier scenario. You know what I mean? I'm not lemon. You can't play cash app games with me. Oh, wait a minute. I will ignore your ass real quick. He said, he really trying to say that he felt uncomfortable? Well, nigga, I want to know. I mean, well, was you comfortable when D Darrell was sending you all them hundreds of fucking dollars? Or was you thrilled? Like, I mean, was there any kind of ominous feeling coming across you when that happened? Like, who's your biggest donor? Do you feel ominous when they send you money? Because everything is until it ain't. It's when it ain't. That's the day when you find out that, how you guys found out all that shit about D Darrell. And then you get all scary and shit and like, oh my God, I accepted these cash apps. Oh my God, what am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? I think he knew the whole time anyway. So he is a demon. I met Sincere and Dee Dee and Robbie before Sincere even started going live. Wow, that was a while back. I'm not in the beef sector, LO, but I be hearing T and Sincere remember our first encounter. LOL, I found a pig. LO, chicken with hair. Yeah, now that shit was some bullshit. That is not a fond memory to me. Took my picture and turned it into some kind of voodoo bullshit and everything. Then the Coolin had something to say about it, but really Coolin was just trying to do content. That shit was just crazy. Yeah, history, history, history. FYI, Binary looks like the black version of Japanese cult leader Aum Shinrikyo. Oh wow. Who was behind the sarin gas attack in Tokyo. Gonna have to look at that. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Aum Shinrikyo. I thought I'd never really seen Binary before, but I think I seen him one time. I could have been in his chat and he cammed up. I remember him having like a white shirt on, like a white dress shirt. But outside of that, I've only seen like what he puts on his thumbnails and stuff like that. The picture that's supposed to be a picture of him. So, but they were trying to say in Room Shakers that a picture of him was floating around or a picture of his wife, and there was a doxing, and I don't know what was being said about the wife and stuff like that. So I don't know if addresses were putting out or whatever, but I didn't get a clear understanding of what the dox was supposed to be. You know what I mean? But I think the moment of how it came about and what was happening in that moment was very convenient. And all of that was adding to fueling the fire of those who will feel away and hatred and all the things in between. So it's just basically like Binary, adding some fucking wood, you know what I'm saying? Some logs of wood to the fire that was ablazing. Oh, and by the way, I'm getting doxxed. How they're acting in your chat is despicable. Here goes Room Shaker. Dox, I don't put up with doxings. That ain't gonna happen in my chat. What are you talking about? Yeah, Binary. Here goes K-Fit. Binary, you need to come up here, hit the link, and type it in the back. And I'm like, say what? Then my ass is like, well, fuck. If somebody's doxing them, that's kind of fucked. I don't like the nigga, but I would never say for one to play with somebody's children and stuff like that. Then I got to watching this shit play out, and I was like, now look at this goddamn script within a script. I mean, it's like the part where like if you're watching the show and then there's a musical. This was the part where they broke out and danced and shit. Binary got dogs. What you say? Oh no! And they start dancing and shit. Binary got dogs. Binary got dogs. Oh no! Oh no! they dance and shit. I said, oh, this shit. This shit was funny. I mean, I don't want them to get doxxed because that wouldn't be funny in of itself if it's the truth, right? But it was like the part of the show where like everybody busted out into dance and song and shit, and you had two groups, you know what I'm saying? The men were doing their dance and the women over were doing their dance, and they were all like, putting on the performances and shit. I was like, God damn, this is better than Broadway. It's a straight up fucking musical. I'm gonna have to name it. Hey, Joy Queen, peace and LBC. I'm definitely gonna have to name this show. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I can't name it, but I will be naming the show. Okay, and but just know it's a musical coming towards you very soon. They might break out and dance a song over there in Lemons when he goes live. You know what I'm saying? Wait for that dance and song. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be doing the whole damn thing. The choreography is going to be awesome. I'm certain of it. Somebody is going to put this goddamn choreography down, okay? I'm glad you peeped it because I peeped it. Even been tracking, okay? Man, I'm trying to tell you, Joy Queen, it just came up out of nowhere. I was like, oh, This is the musical portion of the show. I mean, you know how the musical starts like, who got dogs? Who got dogs? Binary got dogs. What? You don't say. Binary got dogs. Binary got dogs. Binary got dogs. Binary got dogs. Oh no. Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? You got the altos, you got the tenors, you got the sopranos. I mean, they out hitting all they fucking levels of the shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, look at this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was very amazing. I just haven't named it. It was some amazing shit. I'm trying to tell you, it's amazing shit right there. And you know, you got the room shaker. Who doxed in my chat? We don't know. Binary got doxed. Binary got doxed. Oh no. Who's doxing in my chat? Who's doxing in my chat? This shit was better than Broadway. Okay? I don't know who wrote that shit, but this shit was better than Broadway. Man, you that shit was better than, like, you know, whatever they was gonna put on Broadway. What was just on Broadway? Wicked. Man, you just don't know how bad I was wanting to swoop down in the chat, LOL. But I wanted to stay in the cloud so I could see it play out, man. And they was in there. The townspeople was going to town and stuff, and they was over there saying little parts, you know what I'm saying? I said, well, god dang. Even the chat turned out, the whole fucking thing, they were just all choreographed, and they all started dancing and snapping their fingers and shit, and, you know, doing their jazz hands and shit. I was like, oh, this is interesting. And then, you know, that happened. Hey, Helen, peace and LBC. That shit happened. And then Goosey came up there, and then he got dumbfounded for half a second. Then we got back on track. You just gave you the name. I just gave them the name. What is the name? Binary got docs. Binary got docs. Oh no. I mean, I need to go to the fucking AI and see if they can come up with a musical, and I can give them the words, and they could come out with, you know, and I want to kind of like that type of beat. And I'm saying, what's the name of that thing? What you kind of like? What is the name of those things that you tap on top of drums and it has that like sound? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to ask my cousin because he's a drummer and he can tell me what the name of that is, right? Because I want that shit going down, okay? Yeah, I think I might put it to some AI. You know, something to do, something to buy my time with. You know what I mean? Yeah, things happen. But look, I've been on here close to 3 hours. I've been enjoying my time. I just said what I wanted to say. I've been coughing. I gotta take my medicine. I want to have a cam up challenge. LOL. Not with me, cause I don't feel pressure. I don't be feeling under pressure. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I don't be feeling under pressure for scenarios like that. But I mean, if y'all want to cam up, by all means, do so. You know what I'm saying? Milkshake gonna bring somebody's, you know, to the yard. That's usually what happens. Then he be offline and things going south and shit, and then next thing you know, somebody's crying and another one's out here telling all the fucking business, and that in itself is another telenovela. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I'm up for it. You know, shit, fuck it. It's all content. All content. But anyways, let me get up out of here, and I will see y'all later. And I'm just gonna go out with a simple outro today, and we will see what's gonna happen at the Haters Ball tonight. All right, y'all. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.